You guys can be sold on Jackson Dart if you want. I'm not there yet. It's Bart Carlin on ESPN New York and on YouTube on the ESPN New York YouTube page. I am Chris Carlin. He is Bartolomeo Scott. Good morning.
What up, man? I'm at ground zero. How about those Knicks yesterday?
We don't have to get to them for a bit, okay?
Oh, the
last
Knicks?
week, I know we spent a lot of time on it, and we ended up spending more time on it after the firing of Steve Wilkes.
Yeah.
Put it this way. We'll get to it. We can spend the time on the Giants to start. How about that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, okay. Perfect. Oh, yeah, because they got off the hook last week.
Exactly. You were complaining all last week. Why are we talking about the Giants?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? We're going to do that today.
Yeah, I'm trying to smoke Tess out.
I don't think you'll have to try too hard. I'm pretty sure she's going to show up at some point today. How was your weekend, first and foremost? Other than your 4 hours yesterday afternoon, how was your weekend?
You know, it was cool, but, you know, when you get to that last part, it's like, bro, like, that was the first time that we showed up on the set, and everybody just looked at each other like, I got nothing.
Bart, I know that feeling, and I know that set.
It's like
5 years of the Mets from 09 to 13, buddy boy.
Gelbs to Willie to Steve to Connor, we just look like, bro, I got nothing.
What are you supposed to say?
Exactly. I have nothing.
Well, I have some things to say about it later on.
Yeah. Let's talk about Jackson Dart throwing for 13 yards. Let's go.
Well, listen, that's where we're going to start, okay? People can complain about the play calling all they want, and boy, that was atrocious play calling. When the guy completes his first pass toward the end of the first half, and it's not because he hasn't thrown any at all. I mean, it is basically because he hasn't thrown any at all. That's a problem. The first pass he completed was for 3 yards. They did everything they could to just run the football all day because I don't know if I've seen two bad teams with one team as scared as the Giants were of the other team's defense.
Yeah.
As I've seen in my entire life. Like it's one thing when people knew they were going in to face you with the Ravens or you with the Jets, right? They knew that there were certain things that they had to do to try to neutralize you. I've never seen a game plan so devised for an average football team at best as was devised yesterday for the Minnesota Vikings, that they were so scared of the Minnesota defense that they did not want to do anything at all. And it was just so alarming to watch all of it. But I just want to start here. You guys are so locked in on Dart, and you think he's the guy. Fine, good for you. I'm not there yet. You know why? Because I need proof. I need to see things. I need to see it for more than a few weeks to believe in it. People can talk about losing Brian Dable, and he's been a much different player. Here's what I know. I see a guy that is nowhere near somebody that I would call a lock to be my quarterback of the future.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you.
Okay, because I was trying to adjust the settings because I had static for a minute. I mean, This is the question, right? Because the Giants still find themselves, and the way that the Raiders played yesterday versus the way that the Giants played. Now I understand, one is outside and all that stuff, but you think about that game is not a lock, and if that happens, do you really truly have to consider Mendoza? And I know I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment. I don't want to say, well, the kid had a bad game. He only threw for 7 for 13. He 7 for 13 for 33 yards. I don't want to go into the statistics because the statistics doesn't always, tell the true story, right? So that's why I'm looking on the outside in, trying to figure out, like, how do you really assess the situation that you have at quarterback? And if you're going to be the number overall pick, do you see Dart as maybe something that somebody else may want enough to give you a first-round draft pick, and you reset the clock all over again with a quarterback that you think will play more traditional? And that all goes down to who's going to be the coach, who's going to be calling the plays, and what do they think, right? And this is the thing, right? The organization is going to think one thing, but what does the coach think that they hire? That's the important part. That's the part we don't know. That's the unknown. You know what I'm saying, Chris?
Yeah.
Like the fact that, like, you could have one opinion of somebody, and that's eternal. But the external opinion of what other people think. It's kind of more important than even the internal. I mean, especially if that new coach comes in and says, I don't want to work with Shane. Because if that guy says, I don't want to work with Shane, then Shane's opinion doesn't matter. So then if you're going to hire –
talk about with Joe Shane.
Right.
Like I still think he's getting fired at the end of the year. I think this leading the coaching search thing has more to do with, like I said, setting them up administratively. And I hope that that's the case because I don't know how you can make the case to keep Joe Shane.
Yeah, but my point is, if he hires the head coach, he's going to hire somebody that's thinking like him, and how much of that is going to be, Dart is his legacy. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Carter is his legacy. So if Dart comes out and becomes a superstar, he can say, hey, I told you, I picked right. I got them their franchise quarterback. If Jalen Carter turns out to be the next LT, he's going to say, look, we say that about Gettleman. Saquon, after what Saquon did last year, remember where we were last year. See, Gettleman said he was a yellow jacket. We just had to get him in the right place. They just didn't get him in the right place. So the question is, like, is Dart the quarterback of the future? And if Mendoza's there.
How can anybody definitively answer that the way they have been this year? How can anybody say that?
But because of what he's shown, and like,
but Bart, like it's such a small sample size.
Correct.
That I don't know how you take that and say, "Yup, problem solved. Let's move on. There's nothing to talk about here."
See, and that's what I'm saying. That's what my concern is, right? My concern is you have to go with your gut. Because it's looking like the Giants could be sitting there. Now, they can get a first-round draft pick by trading the pick and maybe getting 2 future first-round draft picks, right? Or they can take the first-round draft pick and they can maybe get a first-round draft pick from trading Jackson Dart on draft day. So it doesn't matter. They can get the same – you understand what I'm saying? They can get the same thing that they want. They can get future draft picks for a potential first franchise quarterback, or they can get it by trading the spot. And
But let's be clear about this, okay? It is imperative that they end up with the number 1 pick. It is imperative that they end up with the number 1 pick.
Hard pressed to say you're going to lose to the Raiders, though.
Is it? I mean, is it? Like the Raiders almost beat the Texans yesterday. The Giants have to make sure they lose this game. and I'm sorry. Like, all right, so I just want to go here. I want to play you this clip, okay? This is Jackson Dart last week, and this is in reference to changing the culture around winning games, right? Just listen to this for a moment, and it's going to sound like an innocuous quote, but I'm going to explain why it's not. Hit it, Tom.
Yeah, I just want to win bad. I mean, that's just really what it comes down to. We're all eager. Like, we just want that feeling again. So, we're looking for it. We're trying to find answers. And, the biggest thing is just, like you said, try to keep the spirits up and encourage everybody in the locker room. And, we still got 3 weeks left. So it'll be really big for us to, try to stack on this as a team. You only have so many opportunities with, the guys in that locker room. So you definitely want to take advantage of it.
Yeah, okay. It sounds like an innocuous quarterback quote. Yesterday I saw this posted, and I saw Bob Papa tweeting about it. And in essence talking about how Dart is doing everything he can in the locker room to kind of change that mentality, and it has to be about winning and all that. And this is a philosophy that is, of course, valid in a lot of ways. But you know what comes first? It's a little bit like what comes first, the chicken or the egg? The chicken here is the culture, and the egg would be players. The Giants need players first.
Yeah,
the egg comes first, dude. The egg has to come first.
Yeah.
The Giants don't have enough good players. And whether or not Jackson Dart's the quarterback, what they have to have going into this offseason after what has been an abomination of a year is to have the option to do whatever the hell they want with that pick. Because, Bart, the way things look right now, the number 2 pick compared to the number 1 pick, that value is going to be worlds apart. Worlds apart.
No, absolutely. I mean, because we don't, especially if Moore doesn't come out.
If Moore and by the way, even if he does come out, you don't know he's going to play right away. You don't know he's ready to play right away. He's going to have about 20 starts if he comes out. Okay, that's not bad, but I'm telling you, I don't think this guy's ready yet.
Right.
I don't think he's ready. And I also don't think it's any lock that he's definitively coming out.
But I don't see how, if he's the number 2 pick or considered maybe the number 2 pick by some desperate organization, how he doesn't come out, because that means he believes the next year he can be number 1 if he stays in. Or is he trying to win a Heisman Trophy? Or is he trying to win a national championship?
Cement number 1 for next year.
But
here's my point, okay? We look across the board at all of what has transpired this year with the quarterbacks. We're talking about 3 and 4 guys at the top of the draft that nobody could pick out of a lineup in the summer 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Nobody had any idea who any of them were. No clue. So in the next few months between now and the draft, can Moore help himself that much? Can he hurt himself that he would be absolutely worth coming out? Like if they tell him right now, you're going to be the number 2 pick in the draft, obviously it come out. I can't argue with that, okay? But can you tell somebody that at the end of the season compared to what comes ahead and how much we parse and nitpick every little thing about these guys when this season didn't even have him on the planet of coming out?
Yeah, but look at what he's doing as far as where his team is on a grandest stage. Like, who's to say if he comes back he doesn't get hurt? Like, who was the guy that was supposed to be guy? Was it Nussmeier or was it Kulnick? Which one of them got hurt?
Take your pick. Cade Klubnik. Nussmeier was supposed to be great. He stunk. He didn't have a very good year, and he got hurt.
Yeah, and Arch.
Arch Manning has already said he's coming back. Duh.
Right.
I mean, all of those guys were supposed to be the guys that we were talking about up top. My point is simply this, okay? The Giants, after all of this, have to walk out of this season with that pick. Whether or not you want to believe in Dart, I'm not telling you whether you should or shouldn't. Well, what I'm telling you is you better have the choice as to what you want to do after all of that, after all of this, and the times that they have lost that choice before. Like the last few years where they have lost that choice, and this year you're going to go through this again and not even have it when you have it in the palm of your hands?
Yeah.
I know I'm going off here a little bit, and I'm sorry for that.
You're right on point.
But it's just so freaking important because of what the number 1 pick this year represents. You may not believe in Fernando Mendoza, but a lot of people are going to, and they're going to put him way above everybody else. And if that's the case, that only enhances the value of the pick, and you have to have that pick either be your quarterback of the future, which I'm not sold on Dart, or a pick that 2 and 3 and 4 teams are dying to have.
Yeah, and you know the Raiders are going to be right there. We know that Cleveland may or may not be right there, and we know that the Jets are going to be right there. We know the Jets are going to be right there, willing to give up assets. We know the Cleveland Browns have 2 first-round draft picks that they can trade as well, and that's the intriguing part. But for the Giants, if they believe that Dart is the guy, and I think this is going to be a call that has to come straight from Mara. This has to come straight from him. This can't come from a general manager. This has to come with instructions and orders saying, hey, Jackson Dart is our guy, and this is who we stand with. So that's the interesting part. But if you do that, you can get a king's ransom. Just remember what the Colts got for the Jets. We gave up 3 twos just to swap 3 spots. 3 twos
to move up from number 6 to number 2, right?
Right. 3 twos, plus you just swapped spots and got Quentin Nelson?
Yeah.
I mean, so what is number 1? Is that 2 ones in the future? Is that this year's 1 and next year's 1?
That's 2 ones and a 2. I mean, depending on where it's coming from.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Even if it's the Raiders,
if they say they need players.
Even if it's the Raiders, I'm getting your number 1 next year.
Yeah.
I don't care that it's 1 spot. I'm getting your number 1 next year. You're damn right I am. Like, if the Raiders are at number 2 and the Giants are at number 1, that's what I'm getting.
And we know that those number 1s can be traded for players. Just look at what Dallas did.
Right. Well, all of this to say this. Why do you believe that Dart is the guy? What have you seen where it's been consistent enough to tell you that question is answered already? Because I cannot answer that question definitively. I can't.
See, but
I know the play calling's bad, but Bart, come on.
That's why the hiring process is so important. That's why the hiring process is so important, because who you hire determines how good Jackson Dart is in their system, because he may not be the piece in their system. And they may see Mendoza, a pocket quarterback, stand up tall type of guy, ultra quick processor, as their type of quarterback. So that's why it's important to see what type of system, type of quarterback. Maybe they don't want all that RPO stuff. You know what I mean? Maybe they want you to be more like Brock Purdy or Jared Goff. Maybe that's their system. So that's why the hiring process, you have to marry scheme and personnel and beliefs and how to build this going forward. I mean, I tell you what, it would have worked for Jackson Dart, at least if his receivers can catch. I don't know how many drop balls they had yesterday.
I mean, I'm not even blaming him for the interception, because the ball goes off his hands, for Pete's sake. How can I get nuts on that? I can blame him on some of the sacks where he just looks terrible, and the offensive line wasn't very good either. That's the thing. Like, I've never seen a team so scared for a defense of a 7-8 team.
That's the crazy part, because this is the same team that went against the Packers. No, they didn't go against Packers. I'm tripping. They're the same team. They're the same team that went against the Philadelphia Eagles. Went against that when they were really good. The Chargers defense. That's what I don't get.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know if it was more about the weather, and they knew they couldn't throw the ball, so they knew that it was going to be a crazy blitz package. Or what it was, in my opinion. But, you can't play scared. I mean, if you're the coach, I mean, Kafka is even out of the running to be able to stay as the coordinator.
There's nothing there. There's nothing there that
keep him there as the quarterback's coach.
Yeah. Is there any reason? Is there anything that you see that would say, yeah, this is the right guy to develop this guy?
No.
What possibly could there be? And I understand it was windy, okay? I understand that. I'm not all that interested in the excuse part of it. I'm not asking him to go out there and throw for 300 yards yesterday. I'm asking him to go out there and throw for better than 33. I'm asking him to go out there and not have his first completion be with 1:40 left in the half. I don't think these are unrealistic things to ask for. And just absurd things to ask for. He had another one. He did have another pick that should have been picked, and it wasn't. It was simply dropped by Van Ginkel. Why? And then, if you want to say, well, they're taking away his ability. They didn't have the designed runs yesterday, and you guys are only making him a one-dimensional quarterback at that. No. They did take away the design runs, but that's the thing that you have to do. You know what you need to be able to know? If the guy can actually win the game throwing the football in the pocket, or as a quarterback that's going to deal with that kind of pressure. And he gave you no positive answer to that yesterday.
I mean, do we see him? I mean, you look at across the field, is he J.J. McCarthy? Is he better than J.J. McCarthy?
I don't know.
Because I think right now, Kevin O'Connell and them are thinking like, ooh, he messed up.
They might be, because he doesn't look like he's anything good. He doesn't look like he's anything good at all. But there's no reason for me to sit there and think that J.J. McCarthy is better than Jackson Dart or worse than Jackson Dart. They're pretty much the same right now, except that Dart can run with his legs a little bit more, and it didn't happen yesterday. For everybody, I need everybody that has been so definitive. I was so aggravated over the weekend, and I don't let this get to me, Bart. On one of our social posts from the show the other day, they put it up about our whole discussion about Dart and the number one for Burrow that Joe Leo had the other day, and credit him because it was interesting thought. We don't think it's going to happen.
No.
We were getting destroyed about saying that you should be trading Dart at this point. I'm sorry, did you watch Burrow yesterday? Are you going to tell me you'd rather have Dart than Burrow? I mean, that wouldn't even be a discussion. The Giants would walk Dart to Cincinnati with the number 1 pick. They would walk him there. Put him on. I saw a kid this morning getting a piggyback ride. Burrow would get Dart would get a piggyback ride to Cincinnati if he wanted it. If that's what the Bengals wanted to make it work.
I mean, we all know like Burrow's on a different level. Like
yes.
I know we talk about this superstar stuff in basketball. Burrow's a superstar. I mean, he tilts. He tilts the scale. He's that good, and I don't think it's just a T. Higgins. I don't think it's just a T. Higgins and Jamar Chase scenario. I think he's like that with anybody.
I totally agree, and this is why the Giant fans who are just seeing what they want to see, and I don't blame them for wanting to see something. I don't blame them. It's been a rough 10, 12 years. I understand. Don't be stupid. Open your eyes. Like what we see is a good player, but we don't know yet if he's going to be your franchise quarterback. And there is a reason that he was available at the end of the first round. Not everybody becomes Tom Brady.
Yeah. I mean, the crazy part is, and I know it's not apples to apples, but, you know, we see the improvement of Bryce Young. So that's why, like, you feel like don't give up on these quarterbacks too early. So have Dart shown you enough to definitively say, you know, we good here.
That's what bothers me is that I'm not telling you that he's not. But don't tell me that he is, because you don't know. Because you have no idea that he is. And as I watch all of that, I agree with you 100%. Bryce Young now was making plays on that field yesterday, and I had a little vested interest
in that
Houdini,
game. I mean, Mr. Hell of a tackle. They tackled the linebacker. I mean, they tackled the D tackle when he got out of there and threw the touchdown. But yeah, I'm with you. What's your best interest
one
again?
Where he was rushed out of the pocket.
Yeah, he came up and he threw it over. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Like, I'm not, again, Bryce Young, like, they still aren't sold on Bryce Young there.
Yeah.
And look where they are. And you're telling me you've got the guy when you're sitting there with 2 wins. And you can't beat the Minnesota Vikings at home with Max Brosmer in the second half.
You know, that's the amazing thing. The amazing thing is I just assume it feels like the Giants, because of the hype Dart and Scatterboo had for like 3 weeks, it feels like they won way more than 2 games. I'm thinking they won a couple. This may are they on pace to be their worst win total since when? When is the last time they won 2 or less games?
I'd need to go back and look. I would need my brain is starting to do that thing again where it's telling me stop talking. I hurt right now. Like that's what it's doing. And for all of those people that are out in the Giants desert right now for the last 10 years. You've been there on a really hot day, and you'll look at the pavement, and it kind of looks off in the distance like there's some water or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we went out there. Oh, look at the wavy water.
There's a little water up there, yeah. And it's the same thing in the desert. You think you see some things because it gets so hot, and off in the distance, it's right there. Actually, it's not. And you don't know exactly what you're looking at yet. So if you want to convince yourself about that, that's fine. But right now, I want to hear from the Giant fans on Jackson Dart and why you are convinced he is the guy and why you know that he's the guy. Or if you don't, fine. But you guys have been absolutely pounding your chest about him for weeks and weeks and weeks. And he stunk yesterday. And yes, the play calling was bad, but he stunk. Please explain to me why he's the guy. 800-919-3776. I'm a little fired up today. A little annoyed.
Listen, man, New York deserves better. I mean, come on, man. This is New York. This is –
These people deserve better. Both sets of people deserve better. I don't know how you guys are even have the strength to even look at each other before you go on the air yesterday and say, what are we supposed to say?
right.
Like that in and of itself, it's impressive to me that you said that to each other before you went on the air.
Yeah, I mean, it was, man, like I'm talking about collectively. It was like,
yes, I know that feeling.
Like,
what are we supposed to focus on?
It's like
Will McDonald in the fourth quarter? Is that what I'm getting in on?
Malachi Moore with the turnover. I mean,
oh my
man,
God.
No intercept, man. I think if we put 11 mascots on the field, we would have one interception throughout the season. like the Patriot one would have caught one in his chin. Edgar Allan Poe count as one, even though they're three. They would have got one. It's like, come on, man. Like, we just making all the wrong history over there. My bad. This is supposed to be about the Giants.
That's okay. We're going to get to it. But, you know, we're going to give the Giants their smoke today because last week it was about the Jets, and you know what? We were right because they fired the defensive coordinator that day. Obviously, there was some right things to talk about with it.
But the Giants were – well, it was the Commanders that kicked their ass last week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still some residual stench still left from that one, too.
You really don't want to talk about the Jets. I don't blame you. But
you see my background? I'm like, man, I can't.
I know.
I did the podcast. I did the podcast.
What play were you breaking down this morning?
We did big picture.
All right. Did you get this? Was this coming out? Let's spin it forward.
That's what big picture.
Future.
That's what big picture means. I brought up Malik Willis. Like, hey, maybe Malik Willis don't look.
Oh, maybe here's your bridge quarterback. How many different bridges are you going to be? You're going to be Pittsburgh by the time this season ends because it's going to be the damn talk of bridges all week, all year off season long.
As long as it ain't the London Bridge. I'm looking for any bridge I can find.
800-919-3776. Please, Giant fans, explain to me exactly why you know that Jackson Dart is the guy. Please, please. And I want to be very clear. This is not saying he's not. What it is saying is you damn well better end up with the number one pick so that you have your options for whoever's going to be running this football team. Bart Carlin, let's go. 800-919-3776 on ESPN New York and the ESPN New York YouTube page. Come on!
There's a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. During the More to Move You event, lease a new 2025 Mazda CX-5 2.5S all-wheel drive for $229 for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN S077553 MSRP $30,920. Zero security deposit. Ends 1/2/26.
Traffic heavy inbound on the 59th Street Bridge out of Long Island City. That's all traffic. Maybe an accident on the Queens side of that 59th Street Bridge. And still that big building fire. A lot of houses damaged this morning in the Williamsburg section. Humboldt Street at Meeker Avenue, just off the BQE. They're going to be there all day putting that fire out. And in the Bronx, the southbound Bruckner, northbound Deegan ramp. That's an accident that'll affect traffic coming in on the RFK Bridge. GW Bridge still 30+. Lincoln and Holland tunnels are better coming in from New Jersey. I'm Bob Williams on 880 ESPN New York.
D'Agostino & Associates is a legacy firm, and I'm proud to be a part of that legacy. I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and like my father, I fight to get justice for the injured.
The hustle and grit of these streets shaped me. I'm John D'Agostino, and from the concrete to the courtroom, I built this injury firm 35 years ago to get accident victims justice. So call my team first, 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
You want justice? Think Jenna D'Agostino. Think D'Agostino & Associates. Justice isn't just a word. For us, it's a way of life. It's having compassion for your struggle and getting you paid for your pain. Now that's justice. D'Agostino & Associates means being there for the injured.
Seriously injured? call my team first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino and Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there, and I'll be there for you. D'Agostino Law. Bite Back.
There are small risks in life, like giving a kid a football to play with in the house.
Whoa, watch out for the... Okay.
And then there are big gambles, like giving a kid a lottery ticket. Never gift a lottery ticket to a person under 18. Learn more about how to gift responsibly during the holidays at playresponsiblyny.com. Please gift responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Hey, New York and New Jersey. Commitment issues? No problem. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever, as in for life. Switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, you may experience slower speeds. Pay $25 a month as long as you stay on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Brees Hall, the I-back, at the 5-yard line. Handoff, Brees Hall finds a crease, runs left. He's into the end zone for a Jet touchdown. Jets fans, come out to MetLife Stadium for a Week 17 divisional matchup. See the New York Jets host the New England Patriots Sunday, December 28th at 1 p.m. Presented by Ticketmaster. Lock in your seats now at nyjets.com/tickets. Once again, that's nyjets.com/tickets.
The holidays are here, and Amazon Pickup is your MVP of package pickup. Need that perfect gift like a brand new jersey for the big game? With Amazon Pickup, you can grab your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule at no extra cost. It's fast, it's easy, and it keeps your holiday surprises tucked safely away. So whether you're running from work or heading to the holiday party, Amazon Pickup makes holiday shopping worry-free. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at princetonjeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
You know the rush when you reach that goal? When something you've worked for pays off? That's success. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we believe you should never stop chasing it. That's why we offer a skills-based education that helps move your career forward. Learn how to apply emerging technologies like AI and data science. Build your leadership and critical thinking skills. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start January 7th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
I mean, we're 2.5 days away from Christmas, and I'm screaming and yelling.
Feliz
Bart Carlin on ESPN New York. You want to sing along?
You know, my spirit is hurt.
I don't think people understand how hard it is to break you.
Yeah, usually you listen. You work with me for a long time.
Yes,
I'm always happy.
Yes,
I'm fatigued, man. Damn it.
You are beat up right now.
You are
beat up right now.
And I don't know why I'm going back to the fact that, man, we could have had Trevor Lawrence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, all the things we could have had. It's like, man, when do we get us a quarterback, man? I don't know if the Jets have really ever had.
You got to go beat the Rams.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
In a Super Bowl season. You got to go beat the Rams.
I don't know when the Jets have ever had a guy that, like, at least, like, well, I guess, okay, they had Curtis Martin. But when did they ever have a quarterback outside of Joe Namath that was like a franchise pretty boy quarterback? Like, whether you want to talk about Boomer Esiason, he was that dude for Cincinnati. He wasn't that dude for the Jets. You know what I mean? Like, the Jets I've never seen, like, even the Ravens, the most defensive team in history of their existence, have been known for their defense. They found Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Like, the Jets have never had somebody that people bought tickets because they wanted to see the quarterback play. Ever. Outside of Joe's, I think Broadway Joe, he made a deal with the devil. He did something. Like, there will never be another. Like, you can win, but you can't win with a franchise quarterback. Like the Giants had Eli. They had Phil. What's the other guy? The old ass guy.
Which one?
Is it Sammy Barr? Like, who's the old ass?
The Giants?
Yeah.
Y.A. Tittle?
Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, just think.
Fran Tarkenton?
I mean, I know they got Brady. Like, are the Jets the only organization to never have a franchise quarterback?
I mean, what about Cleveland?
They had Bernie Kosar.
You think he was a franchise quarterback?
Well, it don't matter. They had the greatest football player of all time, so it don't matter. They had Jim Brown.
But that was in 1965. I don't want to burst your bubble. That's 60 years ago now.
It's like, when is the last time the Jets had a top 15 quarterback?
Why are you doing this to yourself?
I'm like, because I'm just trying to figure out, like,
why are you putting yourself through this?
I mean, the Bills went through, how long was it from Jim Kelly to when they got their guy?
The Bills?
Yes.
I mean, they went 20 years.
Aren't we past 20 years
without their guy?
Aren't we at 40?
At least.
You know what I'm saying?
At least.
Like, damn it.
It's more like 50.
Because we know that we can't consistently win unless we find that guy. I mean, the Titans had Steve McNair.
And if we're being truthful, I mean, that guy's a Hall of Famer, but, you know, you go back and you look, and like, he's a Hall of Famer because he said, I guarantee we're going to win the game. And,
yeah, but
he didn't even throw a touchdown pass in the game.
Yeah, you're talking about his numbers. Real. Yeah.
He did not even throw a touchdown pass in the Super Bowl.
I mean, you look at teams like the Colts. They go from Andrew Luck, you know what I mean, from Peyton Manning to Andrew Luck. I can't stand the Packers. I can't stand them to say, like,
They've got 40 years with a quarterback.
Right. Then you got Terry
Don Bukowski before Favre.
Right. You got Terry Bradshaw. Go to, I know you had to go through the slash era and all that stuff. But Ben Roethlisberger, 15 years.
Exactly. They had their years with Mark Malone, so and Tommy Maddox, those guys, Bubby Brister.
Yes. But they still, it's like, come on, man. I mean, maybe outside the Lions, the old Rodney Pete in the Eric Kramer days. Jeez.
I'm sorry. Do you need more time?
It's just like, man, I just want to be 500.
I know.
Is that too much to ask?
No.
I just want to be able to, at least I just want for half of my games for me to be able to have a good post game.
All you're asking is to be competitive. That's it. That's not too much to ask. The Giant fans, I got to give them a chance. And they're getting a chance next because they have loaded up the lines.
Oh, yes.
We will get to this part. We will give you all the room you need. And it's kind of like one of those valves that has a lot of steam that's building up. And you have to let a little bit out at first before you let out everything because otherwise it's just going to blow at some point. So you will get your chance to really let it all out, I promise. It's coming. It's Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. Be watching there. Get your comments involved there. I will get those involved, but the calls are next as well at 800-919-3776. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to talk to Tessa, and we will in moments on ESPN New York.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talent acquisition at goodkarmabrands.com.
Discover a driving experience crafted to inspire. At Garden City Mazda, exceptional design and sophisticated performance come together during the Mazda More to Move You sales event. Lease the 2025 Mazda CX-5 for just $229 a month at Garden City Mazda.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
When equipment breaks down and operations come to a halt, every single second counts. So why is your maintenance team spending 60% of their time doing anything but turning wrenches? MaintainX is the AI-powered maintenance and asset management system that helps your team get back to actually fixing breakdowns. No more searching for manuals. No more hunting down parts. No more drowning in paperwork. With MaintainX, your team can access manuals from anywhere, create new procedures in minutes, and turn voice notes into clear and complete work order feedback. What used to take hours now only takes minutes. Keep your operations moving, not your paperwork. Join over 11,000 maintenance teams that are already fixing more and filing less. Try MaintainX for free today. Go to maintainx.com/AI. That's maintain and the letter x.com/AI.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team. Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now. ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
Doesn't this make you feel better? No?
A little bit. The problem is I care too. The problem is I care too much. The problem is I care too much.
I know. The problem is you. The problem is you.
I care too much. Why am I so
invested?
invested?
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Speaking of caring too much, we're going to start today with Tessa and Wes Caldwell on ESPN New York. Tessa, what's going on? How are you?
Hey, guys. Excuse my voice. I just was doing a lot of yelling today at the game yesterday. Thank you so much for taking my call. Happy holidays. I wish all the Christmas music, would just burn up right now. I don't feel like it because, I feel like my Christmas is ruined.
I would like Christmas to go to hell. Yeah.
100%. Santa, get stuck in the chimney for me. Get stuck in the chimney, Santa, okay? Eat on some coal, Santa, thanks. Eat some damn coal. Thank you, appreciate it. That's just like how I'm feeling. I'm just trying to stop being like that. Like, oh, all the kids, get coal for Christmas. I don't want that, but that's how I feel right now. So it's just like, people keep asking me, like, you was too... And well, like after game number 3, like why does this affect you? Because when, like Bart said, when you love a team so freaking much, and every week they continue to suck your soul and your heart out of your body with a straw, it hurts. It's like a wound that never heals. They just keep pouring Epsom salt on it and alcohol. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's every week, and it's like I don't understand this, Kafka. Don't you want a job after we let you go after this season, or do you want to be on the phone all day with unemployment? Because why would you go for it on a 4th and 5th, guys? Why are you doing that? What have we shown you at all this season that we can do that? You understand what I'm saying? Take the point. I know a lot of people are like, oh, the first pick. No, guys, I just want to win. You understand? I don't like losing.
Tessa, I know. I understand that. But can we at least look a little bit bigger picture at this point? Like we're so late into the season that you have a chance to really enhance your opportunities for next year, whether or not it's the quarterback or it's trading the pick away and maximizing the return for it. You have to be able to come out of this mess with, at the very least, that in your lap. Don't you?
We can't do that, Carlin. We can't do that with the staff that we have on with our coaching staff that we can't do any of that. They are wasting Brian Burns. They are wasting this man.
This coaching staff's going to be gone. Like they got 2 games and that's it. Like everything is going to be gone, and you're starting again. And why not start with as many options as you can have on the table?
So, Carlin, what you saying? What you saying, Carlin? Like you don't think they should go out there and play to win? These guys are getting paid millions of dollars. Just do your job. You understand what I'm saying? Like you saying they shouldn't win, Carlin?
I understand that. I know that these guys are getting paid to win, and I know that that's what they're supposed to do. But I also know that the franchise can put you in a better position to lose this game. Andrew Thomas, there's no reason to rush Andrew Thomas back. Jackson Dart, I can't sit here and say just rest Jackson Dart, but I'm saying anybody that has any questionable injuries or anything, why would I ever play them?
You don't want to see Winston. Winston might throw for 1,000 yards against the Raiders and mess everything up for. But I guess Tessa, what I want to ask Tessa
yesterday, he can lose the game just as
well. I guess what I want to ask Tessa is, how do you feel about the prospect of maybe Dart isn't the guy for the quarterback, for the coach that you decide to hire? And should that coach have the decision or the opportunity to say, Dart's not my guy, I want Mendoza? Or does he have to say, this is my quarterback and this is why I'm taking the job?
Bart, look at the Bears. Look at the Bears. The Bears made that trade a couple of years ago, and they were still believing in Justin Fields. That's why they made that trade.
Yeah.
And they ended up with the number 1 pick the next year. And they get Caleb Williams, and they got DJ Moore out of it. And they put themselves in – they built their roster. The Bears all of a sudden are one of the standards that you should really gauge yourself by. And you can't tell me that having the number 2 pick is worth it. You can't, because you know what's going to happen, Bart? We're going to sit here and we're going to lament the fact that they won the damn Raider game. Just as we did the year that Daniel Jones went out and had 5 touchdowns against Washington. Just as we did last year when the Giants won a game that they did not necessarily need, that they did not need to win, and ended up with Abdul Carter. And not that Abdul Carter's a bad player. It's nice to see him, get a sack after lining up offside on a pick 6.
I guess they could have had Cam Ward.
Tennessee, would you rather be the Giants or Tennessee right now? Like, here's the thing. This is what drives me nuts. People who talk about the importance of trying to win. No, Tennessee has their quarterback. And that's why it's important for them to go and win games right now. And they had a wounded animal who didn't care in the Kansas City Chiefs, and they beat the crap out of him.
Isn't that amazing how much a quarterback, the effect of Patrick Mahomes? Now, I know Minshew was out too, but, man, you go from being the Kansas City Chiefs getting thumped, but that's like everybody's giving up. Because I don't think Patrick is back for pretty much the entire year next year. Now, you can try and rush him back in 8 to 10, but, the reality is it's supposed to be 12 to 14.
Jets are doing their part here, Bart. Jets are doing their part. This from Ian Rappaport.
Oh, they trying.
Brady Cook again next week.
I'm looking at Tyrod, boy. You getting all that money, boy. I tell you, Tyrod.
It'll be Brady Cook. You know why? Because they're trying to get themselves in as good of a position as they can.
Yeah.
They're counting on the Giants going out there and beat.
Who?
I mean, come on.
Yeah, I think they want. Yeah, they want the Raiders to win, because the Raiders win. The Raiders don't need a quarterback. I mean, the Raiders need a quarterback.
No, the Raiders need a quarterback.
Right, the Raiders need a quarterback, but the Giants don't. So who do you want to win? I think
if you're the Jets, you want the Giants to lose.
You don't want to trade. Yeah, you don't want to.
It's hard to talk about what winning and losing is right now.
Right, you don't want to. You don't want to have to trade with the Giants because they're gonna stick it to you.
Well, no, you're not going to be able to trade with the Raiders because the Raiders need a guy.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's why you want the Raiders to win.
The Giants might stick it to you, but at the same time, if the Giants, just looking at this right now, the Jets have the number 4 pick.
Yep.
Okay.
They need Cleveland to win. They need Shador to. Shador was trying yesterday.
He was trying. They gave him everything they had.
They need Shador. Listen, and first of all, bad look by Graham. Man, if you know that your guy needed, you're going to dive. You see him diving for it. Let him get the sack so he can get the record, bro.
See, is that the way you want it, though? Do you want to be the next Strahan?
They ain't the next – yes. I don't care.
You want to be the next Strahan?
No.
I don't know. He got half of it. He did get half of it. They rescored it later on.
Yeah, but come on, kid. Move out the damn way, man. Bro, you see me crawl on all 4. And you just he died no.
So there was a moment last week in the Cleveland Bears game where there was a fumbled snap by Williams.
Yeah.
And he just fell back on it, and the first one to touch him was Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Like, do you want the sack that way?
I don't care how I get it at this point.
Because they just ruled that an aborted play.
Yeah, I want to get TJ. Yeah, I would have fought for that one. We'd have had a whole campaign. We got to get it.
Russell is next on ESPN New York. Russell, what's going on, dude? How are you?
Hey, what's going on? See, I see y'all talking about Jackson Dart. I'm like, wait, time out. Do you know who his general manager is?
Yeah.
The worst general manager in the NFL. Darius Slayton can't. He got paralyzed hands because he can't catch. So has Dio Johnson.
He don't have functional thumbs.
Functional thumbs, and he's been doing this for the whole season. So y'all talking about Mendoza. I get it. I watch college football. Wait, let's see what he do against Alabama. Let's see what he do first. Don't jump out the window for Mendoza because I think the kid from Oregon is a lot better. But let's
Russell,
be patient.
I want to be clear. Listen to what I'm saying to you. I'm not saying Dart's not the guy, but you can't tell me he is the guy. So all I want is options. All I want, Russell, all I want is options. And that's the number 1 pick, period.
Listen. I understand what you're saying. And I wanted Shador. I wanted the Giants to draft Shador with the 3rd overall pick. But what I'm saying now, I cannot assess Dart with Joe Shane as my GM. He is a complete moron. Ever since Saquon Barkley, I'm like, yo, what is this guy doing? He signed Darius Slayton to a 3-year deal. I can't catch the ball, Slayton.
So here's my point about that, okay? Russell, thanks for the call. Joe Shane is not going to be the guy who's going to be making that decision. Joe Shane's not going to be the GM of the Giants next year.
Are you sure of that?
I mean, I'm not reporting it, but logic tells me that Joe Shane's not going to be the Giants. and he's not going to be the GM of the Giants, and he's not going to be the guy making the call on what they do with that number 1 pick if they have it. You cannot walk out of this mess without it. You cannot. That is such a complete waste of a nightmarish season, and they've had a few of those already where they've already put themselves in that spot. If I had to give you on a scale of 1 to 10 right now, 10, he's the GM, 1, he's fired the day after the season. Tell me where Joe Schoen stands right now with the Giants.
I think he may still stay on, man. I'm not 100% sure that he's a guy that's going to get fired. I just don't know.
Do you think he stays on until the coach gets hired and then they fire him?
Man, I think they would have already had that discussion. I mean, what does Joe Schoen get out of standing on a job that he knows he's going to get fired on? You got to have those discussions. I'm sure he had that discussion. Like, listen, am I just being held on because Mara's sick and I'm helping y'all through this thing, or am I being held on because I'm the guy going forward and I'm be able to make the decisions and operate as the general manager? I mean, who would stay on for that?
Well, I think
without being able to get back out there.
people pay attention to how you handle yourself in the league and how you handle yourself in bad situations and on the way out.
Yeah,
and if you handle it poorly, it doesn't help you down the line.
But that's fair. But if you're going to move on from me, give me an opportunity to get out there so I can polish my resume up before these other jobs get filled up. You know what I mean? With people that's looking for a new job.
You think I was happy when I got fired from our show? What did I do? I said, hey, good luck, Odyssey. Thanks for the opportunity. You're the best.
Yeah,
but in actuality, it's screw you guys. You completely hosed me.
Yeah, but they let you leave, though.
Well, they let me leave with 3 months left.
Right.
We're not doing the Lord's work there.
Know what I'm saying? It ain't like that.
And if memory serves, there was probably a certain bonus that didn't have to get paid because of it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one little – I don't want to get into it, but it is the great mystery of it all is that if we were so bad, why did we keep cashing bonus checks? True or false?
True.
Based on ratings. Thank you. Anyway, Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. We will, to Bart's chagrin, get into the Jets as well momentarily on ESPN New York.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings during the More to Move You event. Lease a new Mazda 2025 CX-50 2.5S Select with all-wheel drive for $199 for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for lease details. VIN SN385912. MSRP $32,795. Zero security deposit. Ends 1/2/26.
Listen up, New York. It's football season, and you should be out there enjoying every play, every tailgate, every moment. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. That's where Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain comes in. He's one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to getting you back in the game. Here's the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided procedures that get real results. Dr. Shaw treats everything from neck pain, back pain, migraines, nerve pain, and chronic joint pain. And he builds a custom game plan that's right for you. Same day or next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. And yes, most major insurances are accepted. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Go to SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
There are small risks in life, like giving a kid a football to play with in the house.
Whoa, watch out for the... Okay.
And then there are big gambles, like giving a kid a lottery ticket. Never gift a lottery ticket to a person under 18. Learn more about how to gift responsibly during the holidays at playresponsiblyny.com. Please gift responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for three.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York.
Hey, New York and New Jersey. Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever. Meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets. So go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Brees Hall, the eye back, at the 5-yard line. Handoff, Brees Hall finds a crease, runs left. He's into the end zone for a Jet touchdown. Jets fans, come out to MetLife Stadium for a Week 17 divisional matchup. See the New York Jets host the New England Patriots Sunday, December 28th at 1 p.m. Presented by Ticketmaster. Lock in your seats now at nyjets.com/tickets. Once again, that's nyjets.com/tickets.
Out here, it's football season, where nothing beats backyard grilling, gathering around the fire pit, and cheering on your favorite team with friends. The yard is mowed, the lights are strung, and the grill is warming up. Whether you need to fill up your propane, get a new grill, or even a generator, out here, it's game day. And we're ready for it. Tractor Supply, for life out here.
With Progressive Customer Service, there are lots of ways to connect with us, so you never have to miss a second of your favorite sport. Because you'd much rather watch a ball go through a net 124 times in 48 minutes when you don't really have to pay attention until the last 2, and then somehow those 2 minutes will take an hour. You don't want to miss all of that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the metal circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
I know you're paid. I know how much you care. I don't know how you even had the strength to look at one another on the set yesterday at SNY and before you even go on the air say, what do we say? What are we supposed to talk about with this?
It's literally Groundhog Day. And I don't know what we're going to learn or what we're trying to get accomplished by starting Cook.
Well, let's start there for a moment, because this was Aaron Glenn a few minutes ago talking about the decision and what they're going to do with quarterback.
Brady will be our starting quarterback. Listen, there were some things in that game, and I think if you go back and watch the beginning of the game, I thought he was doing a really, really good job. Man, but as the game progressed, I will say this, between Brady making some mistakes, between the protection of the O-line, between some of the concepts that we have for him, all of our hands are involved with some of the mistakes that happened in that game. But I thought he did a really good job at the beginning of the game, managing the game the right way.
Where? You scored 6 points. 6. You were sacked 8 times. It was at no point in that game that I believed that the Jets had an opportunity to win. And they were playing the New Orleans Saints. I don't even know what we're doing. I don't know what we're accomplishing. I don't know how we're evaluating Mechie and I Mitchell, because we're not playing with our best quarterback, or at least a quarterback that can throw the ball and make the anticipation. And maybe some of those protections or some of those sacks that came off of some of those blitzes, maybe we could have been able to take advantage of them by getting in the right player, making some type of check, if it was a veteran guy in there like Tyrod. But I don't know if this is Cook's opportunity to audition to be a backup, or to be number 3 next year, or to be number 2. I don't know. It's like we're just playing the strings out. Are we just trying to get Brees Hall to 1,000 yards? Like, is that the standard? I mean, he's rushing for 54 yards a game. The defense, you got guys running down scot-free. I know Chris Harris, it was, what you expect him to do. He's missing, 5, 6 guys that started on defense. We got a bunch of young guys. We haven't had an interception When's the last time we had an interception? Last year?
2024.
But when?
Was it in the calendar year? Did they have one in the last regular season game of last year?
That's what I'm saying.
To go look.
That's my point. When's the last time the Jets, and I know you have to share that with Salo or Ulbrich, but man, 29. Then we got Tyler Shuck running the score up on us. They throwing bombs.
Think about what you just said. Think about that. Just the absurdity of that sentence.
Kellen Moore.
Let me give you another absurd sentence. If I had asked you at the beginning of the year, who would you rather be, the Jets or the Saints? You would have laughed at me.
Quite loudly.
You would have laughed at me. Huh?
Quite loudly.
Yeah.
Like
yes.
What?
Yeah.
Remember, I had us winning 10 games.
Can you do that right now?
I had us winning 10 games.
Bart, January 5th, it was within the calendar year the last time the Jets had an interception.
So they got one January 5th.
Yes, the last game of the year. So, good news there, okay? It hasn't – we have – 2025 has been a crummy year in a lot of ways. But the Jets did have one interception in the calendar year, roughly 355 days ago.
I just don't know where we're going. I don't know what can be even salvaged or what we're looking for from this season to say, look, at least we got this accomplished.
Good news, by the way. It's actually 2 interceptions this calendar year. 2 they had in that game. They picked off Tyler Huntley twice.
They played the Ravens? Oh, no, he's playing for Cleveland.
Dolphins.
Oh.
Who the hell knows? I can't remember who they played last week.
I mean, the only thing you get.
I can't remember who they played. The only game I remember this year is Pittsburgh. And doesn't that feel like it was 4 years ago? Remember the opener? Remember that part?
Oh.
Wasn't that cool?
Oh, man, it felt great. We lost, but, man, did you see how we lost? We lost beautifully.
It's going to be a beautiful season. He's still got it. We've got our quarterback. The Jets were saying the same thing about Justin Fields week 1.
Yeah.
Week 1.
We got him.
So here's my – go ahead.
I just don't know what – these last 2 games, we're probably going to get our heads stumped in. Because these 2 teams, nobody wants to be the team to lose to the Jets because that's going to be what costed them the division.
Right.
So they're going to be looking to beat our heads in. And I don't know if we can do anything to stop them. At least when Salah was here, we still was like, instead of the last year, we were still top 7 defense. So, like, we keep ourselves in it for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And it was super competitive at least. And every once in a while we get lucky. But this is just 3 wins.
Remember the game plan at the beginning of the year? Play great defense and run the football? Oof. Can't do either one, really. They are. If they're trying to get Brees to 1,000 yards, man, they are pushing the envelope to do it.
Bruh, he needs 46.
Good for him.
Man, we letting Taysom Hill throw bombs on us, man.
All right, so I want to look at a couple of things here, okay? What we have been told, or what we have also tried to tell ourselves at times, is to think about this in terms of the Lions back in 2021, right? Well, first of all, when Dan Campbell got there, we knew that was going to be a mess to start, right? We knew what we were in for. When Aaron Glenn got here, we thought the improvement was going to come to go from, 5 wins to
7.
Some of us thought 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Was in possibility, even 9 maybe. Was within a realistic opportunity of happening. Obviously, that went out the window quickly. So then it became, well, look at what Campbell did. He had this at the beginning, same kind of thing. Go back and look, Bart. I did this morning at 2021 with Dan Campbell, okay? The Lions started that year 0-8. They had their bye week. In the second half of that year, The Lions went 3-4-1.
This is rookie year?
This is Dan Campbell's first year as head coach.
Hmm.
So the progression was happening. Okay? I'm just going to run it through you, okay? In the first half of the year, to close out the first half of the year in 2021, they got bombed by the Eagles 44-6. They were 0-8 going into the bye, and it looked hopeless, right? They come out of the bye. They tie the Steelers. They lose to the Browns 13-10. They lose to the Bears 16-14. Then they beat the Vikings. They get throttled by the Broncos. They come back themselves and beat the daylights out of the Cardinals. Then they lose a 4-point game to the Falcons. They get beat up by the Seahawks, and they win their regular season finale against the Packers. So the point is, in the first half of the year, they were routinely losing by 10 to 15 points. That happened, and that was basically happening every week, okay? Minimum. They had really what you would say would be 2 close games in the first half of the season. In the second half of the year, they had 2 games that were not close. They had 3 wins and a tie. Here's my point. They were progressing. They were getting better as the season went along. You saw at the end of the year, all right, we ended with a win. We're feeling pretty good about where all of this is heading, and we didn't feel like it was an abject disaster in the second half of the season. Like, that is what we talk about when we talk about the importance of building a culture and building what it means to win and having that be an importance, like we were hearing Jackson Dart talk about this morning. But you also realize that that team had made their trade for the quarterback with the Matt Stafford trade already, and they were building from there. And then after that, they got, they went and they drafted, Gibbs in 23, and guys like that, and Jack Campbell and Penei Sewell, and all of these pieces that became what the Lions are right now, which, again, right now they're not world beaters, but for the last couple of years, would a Jet fan take what the Lions have been? Of course it would.
Yeah, out of the playoffs this year, though, from 15 to 2.
Yeah, and it hasn't been great. But here's the point. That was the idea that you're trying to sell us on. Okay, well, it's gotten progressively worse. You want to sell us on the fact that you don't have anybody playing in the secondary? All right, well, you did trade away Sauce, and that was your decision, so don't complain about that.
And you signed Cisco.
You signed Cisco, who was terrible. Absolutely terrible when he was out there.
Yeah.
And you told me about A.Z. Thomas. Well, he's hurt now. Okay, all of these things. Michael Carter, you traded away.
Bromley Jr.
Right, like what are we supposed to do with these guys back there? Okay, that's fine, but you can't complain about that being a reason why you're so bad after you made the decision to trade those players away. So I guess my point is simply, if you want to tell me that you're getting better, please show me the evidence of it, because I do not see it anywhere.
Yeah, because I think the evidence is we're going to be better, but we're not getting better. Basically, what you're telling me is half these, like we talk about how many guys they signed after August 19th, how many more people are going to be in here next year that's not here today? Because I don't see how they're not going to bring Quincy back. I heard that, it was some comments that, his agent is talking about and things like that. I realized him and Quincy and Dak all have the same agent. So that probably makes sense why, Quentin was able to go to Dallas, because they got the same agent as – no, he got the same agent as Jalen Hurts, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
But, you can't sell me on the people that you have now is going to be enough to win, especially in this league that next week is going to be and the week after is going to be a eye-opener about where we are as an organization and as a franchise. So you got to sell me. You got to sell me on – you can't sell – I don't – bruh. Like, I feel like Sherwood's playing in the wrong position. He should be a will linebacker. I mean, we have to figure out who the defensive coordinator is. I don't know if Chris Harris disqualified himself, but he definitely didn't.
He's not helping himself.
Right, he didn't help himself either.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hoping that we can maybe get a Raheem Morris or, Jim Leonard or somebody can come in that.
How about if Todd Bowles gets fired? Do you think he'd ever come back?
Hell no.
He was Aaron Glenn's it was pointed out by Johnny Pickens this morning. He was Aaron Glenn's cornerback coach or defensive back coach in 2000.
With who?
With the Jets.
Oh, hell no. Man, I think you got a better chance of getting – Todd Bowles not coming back here if he gets
probably
fired.
Not,
But Raheem Morris is. He's a hell of a coordinator.
Yeah.
I mean, look what he did when he was with the Rams. Like, he can coordinate some defense. Now, he may not be a great head coach, but I think that guy be out there. That's something that for sure. But I don't know what the identity is. I don't need – like – and then what did we do with Jermaine Johnson? Like, Jermaine Johnson, you got to pick up Will McDonald's option. I don't know, like, who stays, who goes. It seems like it's more holes than more questions than it is answers. And I just don't know how this thing looks better. If I'm Brees, and be quite honest, the Jets have to sell me on why I should want to even sign with you.
Yeah.
With what King Henry is doing, and maybe this is King Henry's last year with the Ravens. He had the fumbles. If I'm Brees, I'm looking like, hey man, send me there. Oh, another thing, what does this mean with John Harbaugh? Can he potentially have his head in the hat for the Giants?
It might. I mean, where do you know Bisciotti better than anybody? How does he feel after last night?
Harbaugh's been on the kind of.
He's been on the edge.
Yeah, on the edge for the last couple of years because it's been a long time since that Super Bowl, and they've had a lot of disappointing.
I would say this though, Bart. Harbaugh is one of those coaches where you have to tell me, okay, if he's not the guy, then who is? You know what I mean? Because he is a pretty damn good coach, but if it has just run its course, then who is the guy? You got to tell me the next guy I'm going to get is better than Harbaugh.
I mean, we're asking that question we're asking that same question for Mike Tomlin. So I don't know how we cannot say that because Mike Tomlin has been to the playoffs every year, no matter what.
Right. And look at them yesterday. Granted, they were very fortunate to win, but
they look a lot better, man. Like
they did look. I'll tell you, they look better
with Thielen. And Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Yeah, I thought Thielen was cooked.
He's just a smart veteran guy. He's just a smart veteran guy. Like, he ran the press out. He pushed the hell out of the guy, but he pushed it in a way where it wouldn't get called, and he finds a way to get open. I think that's what they needed. They were too tight end heavy. So, like, what do you do? Like, Lamar is wasting away. He can't be healthy. He got kneed in the back, and that was over with. Derrick Henry, Deshaun Hopkins, they signed some other guys. They'll have Metabike back next year if it doesn't retire him. John Harbaugh could be out there.
It could be. He could be. And listen, back to the Jets. I'm looking around and I see more problems than answers. And this is not about Aaron Glenn. It becomes about Aaron Glenn after next year. It doesn't become about Aaron Glenn right now. Mm-hmm. What I see right now is they're not improving, and they made the choices of making those trades, but you do see what the after effects of those trades are. You do have to live with the after effects of those trades. It just can't be this bad.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be this bad. We were going to do sideline to sideline here. I do want to give some Jet fans a chance to get through. Let's start with Dave in the car. He is up next on ESPN New York. Dave, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, what's happening? I want to talk about, like, what I should be looking for if I'm dealing with the Jets. Because you brought up a good point about Glenn saying he was going to do things and they don't come to fruition. So just hear me out and tell me if I'm looking at this the right way. He says he's big on size. He believes that he needs more big linemen up front on the defensive end. So I just Googled the top 20 biggest linemen that'll be free agents next year. As a fan, should I be thinking, okay, the Jets are going to possibly land 1, 2, or 3 of these guys, and this is going to make them better. Is this something I should look forward to? Like, he doesn't seem to be following through with the things he's going to do. Like, for instance, we're going to have a run-heavy offense. The Jets aren't even like half run-heavy. I don't see the direction that they're going in where I can sink my teeth into something to say that next year we're going to elevate to this level. Do you kind of
Well, what I would ask you right now is simply this. Like, on that offense, who is the guy that you rely upon the most right now? It's probably Breece Hall. But the point is, without Garrett Wilson out there, with Brady Cook at quarterback, who spends 8 minutes in the pocket before he finally gets sacked, I don't know how you can even judge any of that, right, Bart? I mean, like, these are not pieces that you make ultimate decisions based on right now.
Yeah, I mean, because Mitchell and Mechie are complementary pieces. Like yesterday, it's crazy how good how good Chris Olave looks with Shuck. You know, he looks unstoppable. Like, he's been on a hell of a run. That lets you know, like, what a quarterback can do and what he can be to a good receiver.
But, like, so point to the Saints for a second, and brings back that original point. Like, the Saints were going to be monumentally bad this year.
Yeah.
Remember? I mean, I actually thought they weren't going to win a game.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that I was wrong about that. I was. But I didn't expect this. The Saints could win 7 games.
Yeah, I think they will win 7 games.
Yeah. And Bart, that did not look like a bad football team yesterday. That looked like what? A team with a new head coach.
Yeah.
In a first season that has progressively gotten better as the season has gotten along with a new quarterback.
Remember, they don't
progressively gotten better.
They don't have any. They don't have any running backs either.
No.
Like, Alvin Kamara's out. Like, so, like, they doing this with Taysom Hill and Chris Olave.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
And it's not like they just doing it. It's not like they're just doing it to the Jets. They did it to a blitz-heavy Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Mike Evans, with Ibuka, with Chris Godwin.
David and Elizabeth. Next. I mean, I got a lot of people screaming on the chat. David, I'll get to you in a sec. Glenn, not a good coach, in my opinion. Rex walked into a team that needed help and made a run. Glenn had the same opportunity and squandered it so far. That's from Dave Spruill on the chat right now. Jeezy, is Aaron Glenn the sacrificial lamb to exercise the curse? No, I don't think that's it. I just don't understand what these guys are looking at and expecting to be a difference right now with Glenn. I have the patience to give him grace and give him time, because I don't think it serves anybody to be rash and make quick decisions based off of a season like this.
Yeah,
I don't think, like, you can't point to me and say, well, I'm going to go get this guy and I'm going to spend $40 million for Aaron Glenn to walk away, and this is going to make things all better.
Right. But his defense coordinator is the next thing that he's going to be judged by. And if that defense coordinator is bad again, then it could be a wrap.
All right, David and Elizabeth, let's go. You're up next, ESPN New York. What do you got, bud?
What up, fellas? Let's jump straight into it. So this is what I want to say, right? And, give me a little baby runway here. I don't know who's more delusional, myself or Aaron Glenn. You guys know I smoke marijuana. What is he off of? Like, he goes and says on the podium, oh, I like what I saw. You saw garbage. You saw hot garbage. And no disrespect to Brady Cook, because I'm not a quarterback. I can't throw the ball. I don't know offenses and things of that nature. I can't do what he does. So, I'm not going to sit here and bash him. But he didn't play well, man. And not for nothing, it's like there's no kind of game plan. Like, not for nothing, the first 2 drives defensively, I think we were all right. And, like, it looked like they were playing hard for Chris Harris falling. But not for nothing, they just all gave it away. And then everybody just started doing what they wanted to do. And it was terrible. Tyler Shuck looked like what's homie that retired from the Colts? He looked like Andrew Luck, bro. He looked like Andrew Luck, picking us apart. And he's terrible. Not for nothing. Well, hey, Bart, isn't he almost 30 years old? He's terrible, dog. And not for nothing, he was shredding us. It was embarrassing. And not for nothing, like, I'm going shopping with my girl, copping Christmas gifts and whatnot. Yo, you got the stones to wear that Jets attire in person? Yo, you a Jets fan? Oh, man, I feel sorry for you, man. Like, bro, not for nothing. Y'all can say what y'all want. Like, I got tough skin. I used to be 300-some-odd pounds. You can't roast me and think that, it's going to hurt my feelings. You feel me? Nothing really can hurt me. Verbally. You feel me? But not for nothing. It's tough, man. It really is. It's super tough, and it just hurts my feelings. And it's just like, damn, when are we going to get this together? And I'm going to be honest. Like, Woody Johnson, I know sometimes you're going to, like, overlook what the fans and people say in the brass. But, bro, if Aaron Glenn's seat ain't getting hot or it's not warm, I don't know what to tell you. And, Bart, before you guys let me go, hey, Bart, I got to say this. I ain't going to say it no more. Put some respect on Brunson's name, brother. Yeah.
47? Listen, I'm telling you, he's a star. He's a star now. He's a star.
I'll tell you who else got a little respect over the weekend. Anthony Joshua. He had it already, and he just made the whole sideshow look stupid.
But the dude got $92 million to get his ass knocked out.
I know.
You can break my jaw for 97, but listen, I got to give him some respect.
I think he said at first they broke both his jaws.
Yeah, both his jaws, yeah. They say broke both sides. First of all, why are you breathing with your mouth open? Yeah. Like he boxed, he got his mouth. You can see his opening of his mouth.
What you're saying right now was exactly what people said about Michael Spinks when he lost in 91 seconds to Tyson. I'd go for $10 million to go 90 seconds with Tyson.
I was like, yo, what the
Inflation.
hell? But the thing is, like, I think that like if it gets exposed that in these contracts he has a no knockout clause.
Yeah.
Or stuff like that. Or Mike Tyson reportedly couldn't throw certain punches. Why are people still watching this stuff? Because I guarantee you, because he got knocked out and it's on Netflix, people are tuning in and watching the fight because they want to see how it happened.
This guy is professional wrestling. At least his brother's doing professional wrestling for real.
Yeah, but his brother ain't making this type of money.
No, that's true.
His brother need to be on the other side because his brother fought Floyd. Remember?
Yeah. You know what, Bart? Listen, you're right. You're right.
But Joshua now is going to fight Tyson Fury probably for $50 million and get his ass knocked out.
Well,
because Joshua's been knocked out about 5 times. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Joshua has an outstanding real estate portfolio, though.
Who does?
Joshua. Big
he does?
businessman, and huge portfolio. Has some of the best buildings in London.
I did not know that. All right.
And he's sponsored by Boss, so he get that. You know what's crazy? It reminds me, we don't really have no American brands. You know what I mean? Like, the foreigners, they get all the American stuff. Outside of Nike, for us, what the hell we got? Like, they be getting done by Boss. We ain't got no American fashion houses. What are you going to give me? Sean John?
Hilfiger?
Sean John? Ralph Lauren?
By the way, finished up the documentary. Oof. Finished up the Diddy documentary. I'll give this. I'll give this to 50. He did find one person that would not completely turn on Diddy. 100%.
No, somebody didn't flip?
It was so clear that he had to find somebody to make it look good.
Right, so it was impartial?
Yeah. But even she didn't really sell it all that hard.
It's like, he's not as bad as you think.
But boy, oh my God.
Was it worse than Surviving Robert or that one? I don't know if I seen.
The R. Kelly one.
Yeah, I can watch R. Kelly.
I don't know if I would say it was worse than that.
It's different,
but I would say it was pretty bad.
Yeah,
it's pretty bad. And I'll tell you, they're not shy about showing that video about him dragging Cassie all over the place.
Oh, of course,
it's bad.
They start with that in the beginning of the movie, and they show it at the end.
I told you, at the beginning of each episode and at the end of each episode, they do the same thing. They put up all the charges and how long you went to jail for and all that. And the fact that I think I told you that I'm going off on a tangent here, but I think I told you this. But they have video. The first episode opens with video of Diddy in his hotel room 5 days before he gets arrested. And he knows what's coming.
Yeah.
So he had been having somebody film him to do a documentary himself.
And 50 took it?
Here's what happened. Diddy goes to jail, couldn't pay the photographer. 50 stepped in and paid the photographer for the video. I'll pay
for the work. Yo, 50's the craziest troll. So, listen, like, 50's going to be studied. So somebody said something about 50 on a podcast. It was Jim Jones, Dave West, or Dave East, and Fabulous. 50 finds out what building they're working in, and I think he says he's going to buy the building and buy 50% of their iPod, their podcast format. Over the break, Jim Jones' house got foreclosed and sold for $100 to the sheriff's office. He's $1.2 million behind on his taxes in a place that was in Fairfield. Fairfield.
Okay.
Fairfield. He bought it for $680,000, and they said, I think they said that he hadn't paid a mortgage on it since 2010.
Oof.
Right. So 50 bought the house.
He's amazing.
Like, so, bro, you going to buy the house that just got foreclosed on and stole from me, man? Like, 50 is a different level of troll, man.
Last guy I saw was trying to do that was Shooter McGavin. It's Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
New York Presbyterian treats more heart patients than any other hospital in New York. From common to complex conditions, our cardiologists and heart surgeons are pioneers in advanced heart care, leading the way in minimally invasive treatments for faster recovery times. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital based on U.S. News and World Report 2025 to 2026 Cardiology, Heart, and Vascular Surgery Rankings.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply.
Discover a driving experience crafted to inspire. At Garden City Mazda, exceptional design and sophisticated performance come together. During the Mazda More to Move You sales event, lease the 2025 Mazda CX-5 for $229 a month for 33 months. Or the 2025 Mazda CX-50 for $239 a month for 33 months. Both with $49.95 due at signing. It's the Mazda More to Move You sales event at Garden City Mazda. At Garden City Mazda, expect the exceptional.
When equipment breaks down and operations come to a halt, every single second counts. So why is your maintenance team spending 60% of their time doing anything but turning wrenches? MaintainX is the AI-powered maintenance and asset management system that helps your team get back to actually fixing breakdowns. No more searching for manuals. No more hunting down parts. No more drowning in paperwork. With MaintainX, your team can access manuals from anywhere, create new procedures in minutes, and turn voice notes into clear and complete work order feedback. What used to take hours now only takes minutes. Keep your operations moving, not your paperwork. Join over 11,000 maintenance teams that are already fixing more and filing less. Try MaintainX for free today. Go to maintainx.com/AI. That's maintain and the letter x.com/AI.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage, no medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Harry Douglas here, and the holidays are rolling in, and if men in your life are struggling with their holiday wish list, tell them to add Manscaped to make gift giving easy and completely stress-free this year. From the beard hedger to the lawnmower trimmer, Manscaped's precision tools keep you looking sharp, feeling confident, and ready for every event and celebration. Right now at Target, get 20% off on the Handyman Shaver, Beard Hedger, and the Chairman Plus Essentials Kit, a must-have for a smooth face shave. Hurry up though, offer ends December 27th.
This made me think about Home Alone.
Yeah. Saturday Night Live did a good bit on Home Alone this week. Where
did Macaulay Culkin show up?
No. They had Ariana Grande playing Macaulay Culkin in the movie.
About right.
And they did a good bit on it where, everybody comes home the day after.
Yeah.
And the mom gets home and all that. And he forgot to take down all the traps. So, the dad sets himself on fire. It's very funny. I'm not doing it justice, but it was very
that was
funny.
funny.
Anyway.
I can imagine, the burner on top of his dad's head. What the hell you get for leaving me by myself?
And they tried to hit him with the fire extinguisher. It was kerosene. Game time, brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, it's Tully time. 8:15, Colts in San Francisco to play the 49ers on Monday night.
Let's go, San Fran. Let's go, San Fran. We need San Fran.
Make those picks better.
Yeah,
Make
baby.
those picks better. Monday Night Countdown starts 6 p.m. on ESPN, and you can watch the game on ESPN TV or on ABC7. Tullamore Dew is the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. All right, let's go. Time for Sideline to Sideline, Part 1.
It's going to happen.
This is Sideline to Sideline. Go. With Bart and Carlin. Eagles 29, Commanders 18.
I tell you, talk about smoke. The Eagles, who did not look great in this game in the first half by any stretch, did really look like they were having some problems. They go out and they win, and then late in the game, when you are struggling and you are trying to find your rhythm, it takes a special level of cojones to go and then go for two late in the game, up 29-10. That took a special level of, I'm going to be a jackass here. And Nick Sirianni, he found it, and like Dan Quinn said at the end of the game, all right, you want to play like that? We'll see you in 2 weeks.
All right, let's take everybody out. Yeah, you better not play any of your starters. Yeah, your guys, we headhunting. I mean, but they didn't look good at all. They figured it out. They're trying this new spread offense now, where they can try and create more space and get more space for Brown, because I think they realized that they don't have the offensive line that they had last year. They can just play bully ball and run the ball on people and get 5 to 6 yards on first down. So they're trying to figure out how to spread it out and trying to test things out before they get into the postseason to see how they want to try and attack teams, because clearly you can't just hand it off to Saquon Barkley and say, save us.
Yeah, I mean, and he still, Saquon, that space also helped create 132 yards for him, too.
Yeah, exactly.
So he looked a little bit more like his old self. Next.
Bears 22, Packers 16 in overtime.
What an end to that game.
Yeah, you hurt for Green Bay, because you got Jordan Love concussion in the second quarter. Malik comes in, go 9 for 11. But then, come on, man. Special teams are sometimes not so special, or they're special in not the good way.
That's a horrible loss for the Packers. That is as bad of a loss as you can have when you are, in essence, in control of that game and you let it get away from you like you did in the fourth quarter. That's that's an inexcusable loss to me for Green Bay.
I can't believe, too, I can't believe that the Bears continue to turn people over like this. This is crazy.
Bart, I keep asking the same question. I've had 3 Bears games this year, and I keep asking the same question to all the analysts, and I keep asking it to you. Isn't this supposed to be an aberration?
Yeah.
Isn't this supposed to be just like when all of the analytics dorks talk about things like turnovers, it's supposed to be one of those numbers that when it gets out of hand, it's going to regress to what the normal mean is, and it just hasn't done that with the Bears.
Maybe it's their lucky year, man. They got that rabbit stuck up their butt.
Maybe so.
No Diddy.
But, I mean, even, Jade Walker. I mean, that was the 2 throws that Caleb Williams made. First of all, the game winner was an amazing throw to DJ Moore. But the throw to Walker, that was a great throw. And Walker, who doesn't even play for them on offense, basically, was out there because no Odunze, and they also didn't have Luther Burden.
Yeah.
Like, that's how deep. Walker still wasn't playing when Odunze didn't play last week.
Right.
And that guy makes that catch? Wow.
And,
Wow.
Ben Johnson, I think he may have solidified himself as Coach of the Year.
I don't know how he's not.
I know people want to talk about McDonald out there in Seattle, but this is a first-year coach. These guys have been there for a year. He's doing this and winning what we thought was going to be the most competitive, toughest division in football, and he may win the divisional title.
Next.
Bills 23, Browns 20.
Hey, Shedeur tried. How much have you seen from Shedeur so far to affect your thinking going forward?
I tell you what, as immobile as he is, or lack of athleticism, he sure does get out of some crazy sack attempts and stuff like that to keep his head up. I mean, I know ultimately he got sacked last week, and that kind of ended the game. But it wasn't his fault. I mean, the offensive line isn't as good. That's a tough injury by Junkins, man. He was having a hell of a season. And the fact that
it was
he has
broken fibula and ankle.
Yeah, and
that's rough.
That's tough, especially so late in the season.
James Cook could win the rushing title here.
Yeah. I mean, we thought Jonathan Taylor was going to own it, especially how they started the year.
Yeah.
I don't even know who's second.
The one thing Josh Allen was not making a big deal of it, but he had that foot injury at the end of the first half. I would keep an eye on that, but I don't think that's going to be a massive deal, but I certainly would be paying attention to it. And Myles Garrett now has 22 sacks on the year, so a half a sack to tie the record, 1 sack to beat the record. Got a half sack yesterday on that play.
And that was generous because he was 10 seconds late, but I guess because they were just playing patty cake and tag, it counted.
And they rescheduled it. They re-scored it, rather, later on in the game. But the Bills get the win as they needed to do. Next.
Chargers 34, Cowboys 17.
That was disappointing.
Well, first of all, Matt Eberflus, good night. It's over.
Yeah.
Matt Eberflus is going to be out as defensive coordinator for Dallas. And Jerry basically said as much after the game.
Yeah.
Said, I don't know that there's a maybe about it. And the guy's got 2 games left.
They might get a guy like Raheem Morris.
Maybe, if they're going to pay him.
That just means that the Jets are going to have competition.
It's going to mean where do the Jets rank in terms of a desirable spot to be? And then at the same time, Bart, I can't stand Jim Harbaugh really in a lot of ways, and certainly when he was at Michigan. But the guy's a hell of a coach.
Yeah.
There's just no getting around it. You don't have your 2 starting right tackles, and you continue to you have an 11-win season. I mean, the second consecutive 11-win season. Do you realize it's the first time that the Chargers have had back-to-back 11-win seasons since 2006?
Yeah,
That's
and I know,
20 years.
and I know this is the extra game, but miss me on that. He got 11.
Still winning 11 games is winning 11 games, and we got 2 games left.
Right.
Come on. And Herbert, for as much crap as he's gotten, he's a guy. A team that knows they have their guy, it's the Chargers for sure.
I mean, just what grit he's showing playing with that broken hand. Still handing it off.
Oh, sorry.
No, all good.
Go ahead.
No, next.
Titans 26, Chiefs 9.
Oh, it's so fun to watch the big bad bear get beat up.
Wow. I mean, I don't even know who ended the game at quarterback. Who finished the game at quarterback for
Ogie Wogie? I think his name's Ogie Wogie. I was like, man, they got a black guy on their team? I think he was black. Ogie Wogie.
I got to go look. That's
Ogie
how
Wogie.
little I paid attention to this game.
His name's Ogie Wogie.
I'm sure that it's not Ogie Wogie.
How much you want to bet? It's Ogie Wogie.
Chris Oladokun.
Ogie Wogie. Just say Ogie Wogie.
Oladokun.
Ogie Wogie.
Oladokun.
I called him All Yugan. All Yugan.
Oladokun. That's how you pronounce it. Oladokun. Anyway, Chiefs have just packed it up. Zip the bag, close the drawer. It's over. It's over. I mean, and I don't blame them so much, but good for Tennessee. Like a team like Tennessee with Cam Ward, they need to win some games.
But I'm saying
it's important they get the number one pick.
Is Kansas City losing on purpose?
No, they're quitting.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know about losing on. There's a difference between losing on purpose to try to help yourself and then just not playing hard. The Chiefs have packed it in.
What are they? 14th?
The Chiefs right now have the, let's see here, 12th pick.
12th
pick.
They might get a top 10.
They could. They need a little help. They need New Orleans and Washington and they need New Orleans and Cincinnati and Miami to keep winning, and Atlanta. But we'll see. Next,
Bengals 45, Dolphins 21.
The Dolphins. They looked great yesterday with
this might have
playing
fired
Quinn Ewers. He wasn't even horrible, but it's still. I mean, Joe Burrow just lit them up.
This might mess around and fire him. He was okay with how good they were playing, how hard they were playing. This might fire him.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, they did make the decision to go to Ewers. He threw for 260 and 2 interceptions. Achane is such an underrated player. Achane's a really good player, but Burrow. Anybody who was screaming and yelling at us the other day about Dart and the number one pick for Burrow, you guys are out of your mind. And there was a report over the weekend that the Dolphins, apparently at the time of the draft in 21, tried to trade 3 number one picks for Burrow, and were told no. And they were in the top 5.
Who?
The Dolphins.
They offered it.
The year they took Tua.
Oh, yeah.
They tried to trade up to get Burrow, and the Bengals said no.
Yeah.
So,
made it right.
Anyway.
All they had to do was take Herbert, and they would have been fine.
Yeah, then you wouldn't have had a problem. And now they sit there having paid Tua, and they're going to be in a complete mess here for the next couple of years. It's Bart Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York app. Top of the hour, Damian Woody joins us in his normal spot. We will have a good chat with Damian about all things NFL as he finishes up right now on First Take as we speak. A lot of you as well at 800-919-3776 on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York YouTube page.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. During the More to Move You event, lease a new 2025 Mazda CX-30 2.5S all-wheel drive for $159 for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely, choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN SM839072. MSRP $26,690. Zero security deposit. Ends 1/2/26.
The holidays are here, and Amazon Pickup is your MVP of package pickup. Need that perfect gift like a brand new jersey for the big game? With Amazon Pickup, you can grab your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule at no extra cost. It's fast, it's easy, and it keeps your holiday surprises tucked safely away. So whether you're running from work or heading to the holiday party, Amazon Pickup makes holiday shopping worry-free. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown!
Yes!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Where does this rank as far as best Christmas songs? Where does this rank as far as the top Christmas songs out? This Christmas, we got Run DMC.
I'm a Mariah guy. You know, the All I Want for Christmas Is You.
So you mean
that
like
version of it?
So you mean the most like overplayed song in existence?
See, now that like,
Donny had
Christmas, dude. How about you lighten up, Tom?
I think Donny Hathaway probably should be number one. We got Run DMC. It's Christmas time. We got that one.
And Hollis, Christmas in Hollis. That's tremendous.
But in my house, like the one that's not like gimmicky was Donny Hathaway. This Christmas, hang on the mistletoe.
I don't think I know that one.
Learn. What?
You got to play it for me a little bit, Tom. Donny Hathaway?
Yeah.
I'm looking to see if we got in the system.
Well,
Donny Hathaway passed.
Don't yell at me yet until we know for sure, because let's be clear about your singing style sometimes misrepresents what the song is. And again, that itself is not helping either.
All right, I'm gonna play a little Donny Hathaway here. Sorry, YouTube, you're not gonna be able to hear it.
Okay. Oh, I know this song. Okay.
That's exactly how I sing it. We're caroling through the night. And this Christmas, you can't even tell which one is him and which one's me, right? A very special Christmas for me. Now here it comes. Here it comes.
Wow, not even close.
What? Hold on. How can I mess up? How can I mess up the That's right on. Now the singing may be something else, but the come on, man. But also, come on. Brian McKnight and Boyz II Men, You got that one? That one beat Mariah, too.
Well, look, I can.
See, you don't got kids, so you don't be listening to a lot of Christmas music.
No, I do listen to Christmas music because it does get me in the mood. I was telling, my family and I had a Zoom call last night just to kind of connect, my brothers and my sister.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were all talking, and I explained, I hated our tradition of just putting up the tree on Christmas Eve because I want the whole month.
Yeah.
I want the whole month of feeling good.
And it's supposed to go to after New Year's.
And they keep it until after New Year's. At least we did that. But, I hated that. And my whole family, all of them, putting up their tree nice and early, you know? And, of course, one brother in particular goes, no, I love that. That was a great tradition. No, it wasn't, because you had your fat ass sitting on the couch complaining we had two blue lights next to each other. That's why it was a great tradition. Sucking back a Budweiser.
Now, is it an artificial tree where you ain't got to decorate, you just 1, 2, 3?
I've never had an artificial tree in my life.
Oh, so that means you got to bring it in, go cut it like Charlie Brown, drag it to the house.
I never been that, the Griswolds, where you're going out and cutting a tree yourself. I go to the Christmas tree places, but I'm getting a real tree. Although this year, man, with what I spent on a tree this year,
they're expensive, man.
Just off the charts. It might convince me. But holy cow. Yeah. But we used to go out there was a Christmas tree farm near where we lived in South Jersey, right over the border in Pennsylvania. We go there every year.
Oh, wow. Y'all going far.
No, that's where I used to live.
Okay.
That's where I used to live. Now I go someplace else that's closer to where I live now.
Man, I tell you, remember back in the day when the one light bulb didn't work, the whole line was going.
Yep.
You got to find a messed up light bulb. Bro, y'all can't make something with individual stuff that don't damage the entire damn rope.
And we had the ropes where you had to go through and screw in each individual light bulb.
Yeah, that's old school.
You had to do that too.
I bet you them things were so damn hot that your tree catch on fire 25% better than these new ones now.
I tell you what, you get it. You keep that tree into early January. You know they stop watering it.
Sugar.
All of a sudden, that thing will go up in flames. That'll go up quicker than Jake Paul went down the other night.
See, I didn't watch the fight, so I just saw the highlights of it.
Yeah, that's all you needed to see.
I don't know, that I know he was attempting the Philly shell, but that looked like the Ohio shell because he's from Ohio. They like the Ohio shell. He left his jaw wide ass open.
There wasn't any shell.
All he had to do was
covering that up.
And the crazy part is that's the most simple, easy combination in the world, where the dude punch you in the stomach and wait for you to put both your hands in the stomach and they hit you right over the top of the jaw. Bro,
that's what King Hippo used to do.
Yeah, the Philly shell, you're supposed to do this. Yeah. Boing, 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 boing. Pick your pants up. Boing, boing, boing. I was like, bro, he put both his
Woody
hands out.
next. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
1 in every 6 men is likely to be diagnosed with prostate cancer in his lifetime. That's why New York Presbyterian wants to remind men over 50 to book a prostate cancer screening. A simple blood test is all it takes. It could save your life. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester at locations near you. Schedule your annual prostate cancer screening today at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
8 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Discover a driving experience crafted to inspire. At Garden City Mazda, exceptional design and sophisticated performance come together. During the Mazda More to Move You sales event, lease the 2025 Mazda CX-5 for $229 a month for 33 months. Or the 2025 Mazda CX-50 for $239 a month for 33 months. Both with $49.95 due at signing. It's the Mazda More to Move You sales event at Garden City Mazda. At Garden City Mazda, expect the exceptional.
Clinton Yates here, and the holidays are upon us, full of gatherings, toasts, and plenty of cheer. And if you're like me, you want every moment to shine. That's why I head to Total Wine & More, where you'll find it all at the lowest prices, from rich whiskeys and smooth tequilas to festive liqueurs and elegant champagnes. And if you're not sure what to grab, their guides will help you find bottles that impress. You'll always find what you love and love what you find, only at Total Wine & More. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. B21.
A new exclusive offer with an eligible Bank of America Visa credit card is your opportunity to go from card holder to ticket holder for the FIFA World Cup 2026. For a limited time, when you're approved for a new customized cash rewards or unlimited cash rewards Visa credit card, you're eligible for a chance to purchase FIFA World Cup 2026 tickets. Learn more today at BofA.com/cardFWC26. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America N.A. in partnership with Visa. Terms apply. All rights reserved.
That's right. On this Monday of Christmas week, Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page, where it has been active in the chat. There's been a lot of Knicks argument. We haven't even talked about that and their performance yesterday. The one positive thing that we have to talk about here, it's certainly not football locally, but Jalen Brunson going for 47. We'll get to that later this hour. It's Bart Carlin on ESPN New York, and it is, of course, noon o'clock, which means what, my friend?
It's the power hour, 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 hour. Was that 15 for the amount of playoff drop?
That was 35.
I was trying to go for the playoff drop.
Why would you want to honor that?
It's just why.
Yeah, I know.
See,
you're in a lot of pain.
I'm double down. I mean, the Ravens season is over. Usually, like when the Jets season is over, I can go down and catch a playoff game in Baltimore. That's over with. Lions. I can go home to Detroit and see my Lions. Nope, that's over with. What the hell I'm supposed to adopt? The damn Jacksonville Jaguars? Duval.
How about them? How about the Jaguars going into Denver? We're going to get Damian Woody on here in just a couple of minutes. He's wrapping up with our friends over at First Take. But just we'll get into that in the second half of the games coming up here in Sideline to Sideline in a bit. But that was unbelievable.
Aaron Rodgers told y'all.
Playing that well, and then Aaron Rodgers doing what he's doing.
Yo, guy, listen, if he win the division, he won the division. Did they secure the division for them?
I don't think it's locked in yet. Did they lock it in yesterday?
I mean, they were a game and a half above. They were a game and a half above They were a game and a half above the Ravens. They just won. The Ravens lost. So what does that mean?
I'm lost here.
I mean, because unless Pittsburgh loses both games and Baltimore wins both.
That's why, you got me confusing myself here. They did not clinch yet. Baltimore and Pittsburgh, it's 9-6 and 7-8. So it comes down. Remember, they play again.
Yeah. So if Pittsburgh wins tomorrow, their next game.
They have two more games. What it means is that if
Baltimore
the
has
Ravens
to win out.
won the two games and Pittsburgh lost the two games, which, in other words, if the Ravens beat them in Week 18 if Pittsburgh were to go to Cleveland,
they got the
and
Browns,
lose this
man.
week.
Man, they got the Browns, man.
I understand, but that's why they haven't clinched the division yet.
Okay.
You asked a question, I gave you an answer.
If they clinches, are you going to get a number 8 on your ass? Or you should put over your navel. Should put over your navel.
And have should I have my navel be the top 0 or the bottom 0 on the 8?
I think it should be the bottom, so the 8 can be high.
I think it should be the bottom one. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of I don't see that happening.
Are you going to get the jersey? Are you going to
maybe
get the jersey?
Maybe it could be one giant 8 and my two across my chest. And the two nipples
8
could be the big 0.
Are you going to get an Aaron Rodgers jersey and go support your team in the playoffs?
No. No,
what?
I'm not. Absolutely not. No.
You said he was done, right?
Yeah, I did. I didn't. I did not expect this. That's for sure.
He's about to sign an extension. That's how good he's playing.
Shut up now. Let's get to the Damian Woody report. It's brought to you by Bet365. D. Wood joins us as he does each and every Monday at this time. D. Wood, we'll start with a little positivity first. How about the freaking Jacksonville Jaguars going to Denver yesterday and winning? Am I really supposed to take them seriously now?
Absolutely. Jacksonville has one of the best defenses in the league. Their quarterback is finally playing up to his number one billing. They can run the football. That trade for Jacoby Myers has been brilliant for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Like, they are for real. The Jacksonville Jaguars are a legitimate team in the AFC.
Duval. So tell me this. So do you think are they a better version of Houston because they can run the ball and Houston can't protect their quarterback? Would you take Houston or would you take the Texans?
I would probably – right now I think Jacksonville is better. I mean, we know Houston's defense is incredible. But I think that Jacksonville has a much better offense. They got a much more well-rounded offense than the Houston Texans.
Who are you?
D. Wood. Go ahead. Go ahead, Bart.
I just want to know, who are you most disappointed by? You know, the lack of fight from the Kansas City Chiefs, the Baltimore Ravens going down to New England, or the Detroit Lions laying an egg against Pittsburgh?
Ooh. Yes. I would probably say I'm most disappointed in Baltimore only because of the fact that the expectations for Baltimore. You know what I mean? Like, we came into this thing, Baltimore, feeling like they were going to be – they probably had the best roster in the AFC, and this is a team that's fallen off. Like, Lamar Jackson has regressed. Their running game has regressed. I mean, this has been one of the bigger collapses that we've seen for Baltimore in some time. So I'm really disappointed in the Ravens this year.
Yeah, they
D. Wood with us as he is each and every Monday, ESPN NFL analyst. Let's go through some of the other teams this weekend that played really well and kind of have established themselves here. What was your biggest takeaway from the teams this weekend that won, whether it's Chicago on Saturday night, whether it's the Patriots last night, whether it was that Jacksonville game? Aside from that Jacksonville game, your biggest takeaway from the good teams that won this weekend?
How about the quarterback play? The quarterback play was outstanding, especially if you talk about young quarterbacks. Think about the way Caleb Williams played in that game, particularly down the stretch against their arch rival in the Green Bay Packers. I thought he was phenomenal. Drake May, New England Patriots being down 11 on the road against Baltimore, and Drake May having arguably his best game, as a Patriot, to come back and win that game. And then obviously Trevor Lawrence, you're talking about a statement type of win, going on the road, and Bart knows this. Denver is one of the hardest places to play with that defense, and you're able to go on the road and not only play, but play well. Like, Denver had no answers for Trevor Lawrence in that game. Yes, they sacked him 5 times, but they had no answer for what Jacksonville was doing offensively.
Now, one of the most controversial plays on the weekend was in Seattle, in that 2-point conversion. Like, do you believe that Seattle's the better team in that conference, or do you still believe that the Rams are the team to beat in the NFC?
I still think the Rams are the team to beat. I think the Seattle Seahawks are right. The only difference I see is the Rams can consistently run the football where the Seattle Seahawks can't. That's the issue for me. And so we know Matthew Stafford. Right now, I think he's a front runner for the MVP. But I will get a slight edge to the Los Angeles Rams, especially when they get Devontae Adams back.
All right, we have to, I think, because we're contractually obligated, to talk about the Jets and Giants. Why? God. I don't know.
We should.
I know. D. Wood, let's start here. What's frustrating to me the most about the Jets at the moment is that the beginning of the year, it's, all right, Aaron Glenn's coming in. They're going to improve. They're going to be better. Then it became, all right, remember what Dan Campbell did? It had the year one. It was a mess in Detroit, but then it got better. That's what we're looking at here. You go back and you look at that Detroit team, they were getting better as the season has gone along. I know the Jets made those 2 trades, but it just feels like in every way they are getting worse as the season goes along. Am I wrong in saying that?
No, you're thinking exactly what I am thinking. I'm just, what my thought process was is like the mark of a good coach are the players that you're coaching getting better? And I would challenge anyone, tell me who on the Jets has gotten better. Name a play, like who's gotten better? Like, we know the special teams has been outstanding this year. There's no question about that. But I'm talking about offensively and defensively. Who's gotten better? Who's gotten better from the beginning of this year to this point right now? I would challenge anyone to answer that question. I'm hard pressed to name one player right now that I can, definitively say, oh yeah, those guys have gotten, that player's gotten better. I just haven't seen it, and that's, to me, the most concerning thing about, year one under Aaron Glenn right now.
I mean, I just don't – I don't even see, like, the point of playing Cook. And now the fact that Garrett Wilson isn't playing, we don't even get to be teased with, okay, what can this look like with Mechie, I-9 Mitchell? Like, what would this look like with a spread offense, right, with guys spread out and being able to create space for those type of guys, which would create more space for Breece Hall? We don't even get to see that. So we just left to imagine, like, what it's supposed to look like or what we think it's going to look like, but without any definite answers.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Like, there's not many things, not many aspects to the Jets that you can hang your hat on. Obviously, special teams is something, but one aspect was their rushing attack. For most of the season, the Jets have had a top-tier rushing attack. Well, guess what? Guess what's happening recently? That's falling off a cliff. And so, to me, it goes to the bigger point of, as a coach, guys should be getting better. We know that they're a talent-deficient team, but you should still see, from an individual standpoint, players, especially young players, getting better. And I'm just not seeing that when I watch the Jets play.
How dangerous of a moment is this for Aaron Glenn and his decision about who he decides to come in here to be the next defensive coordinator? How dangerous is it for him? Because if year 2 looks like year 1, I don't know how much patience it would be for him.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's going to be, that's going to be a big time decision. Obviously, this Jets defense has been, just put it, they've been atrocious. Let's just call it what it is. They've been atrocious defensively. We've seen a lot of these guys regress. Will McDonald has regressed. I know Jermaine Johnson is coming off of the Achilles, but it seems like he's regressed. Jamian Sherwood has regressed. Quincy Williams has regressed. And so can you get a guy in here that's going to play to these guys, the personnel that you have, and put these guys in a position to win? That's going to be a key hire.
Damian Woody with us, ESPN NFL analyst. The Giants, speaking of regressed, has Jackson Dart regressed?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this situation is where I think Jackson Dart has been, whether it's through coaches, people talking in his ear. Everyone has talked so much about you can't get yourself injured. You can't, you got to take care of yourself. You can't run the ball this way. Well, you're almost hurting him because that's part of his game. Part of his game is utilizing his legs, and we've seen the hits that he's taken, the concussions that he's sustained this year. And I just think that it's been watching the Giants, particularly on offense, you just don't see the same joy, especially from the quarterback that we saw early on in the season.
Now, I wonder, is the rest of the league just catching up to him because they have film? And can we believe, like, what he looked like in a couple of games where him and Scatterbull was together? Because the Giants, if they continue this trajectory, is going to have a real question on their hands. And the question is, do they take a quarterback if the new coach comes in and believes that Jackson Dart is a good quarterback, but they prefer Mendoza and starting the clock over and maybe trading him on game day?
Yeah, I don't think they trade. Me personally, I don't think there's a quarterback in this draft that I would take over Jackson Dart. I think Jackson Dart is a building block type of guy, and I think you got to get the right coaching here that can utilize this, that can put this young man in the right position. So listen, I think the Giants, if they find themselves with the number one pick, it'll be a coveted spot because there'll be a team like the Jets or the Browns that'll be willing to give up assets to move up to that number one pick.
D. Wood, we appreciate the time, man. Merry Christmas. Have a great week with your family.
Same to you guys. Merry Christmas, everyone.
All right, Grandpa.
And Woody. That was the Damian Woody Report brought to you by Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Bart Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. And listen, we've spent a lot of time in the first hour today talking about this with Dart. And he doesn't think that there is a quarterback in the draft that is worth taking over Dart. Okay, I understand that feeling. Bart, I still think it is critical that the Giants be in position to have the number one pick in this draft and lose to the Raiders this week. It is critical. You cannot come out of an abomination of a season like this and not have the number one pick in a draft where maybe nobody is convinced, or maybe some people aren't convinced about Fernando Mendoza. But there are going to be some people, more importantly, who will convince themselves about Fernando Mendoza when they are needing it entirely too much. And so while you can say what you want about Dart, the Giants need options. And the option is, if you think Mendoza is better than Dart, and Dart, I think, has taken steps back, and you cannot tell me definitively he is the guy, well, then you have to put yourself in the best position for whoever this next regime is, and that is having the pick so that you have either the choice to take him or whoever the number one quarterback is, or you have the ability to trade it away to somebody who wants to unload to get him.
You know, it's crazy what I'm thinking about. Like, what does the Giants really need? Let's say Dart is their guy. Mm-hmm. What type of position? What position are they targeting?
Well, we can talk about a few different places, right?
Jeremiah Love, like, you can't do that at 2. You can't do that top 5.
No.
Like, you going Saquon Barkley style like that?
How about the best offensive lineman?
The guy from Miami, they're going to get the right tackle because they got the left tackle. They need somebody that's a certified Membu-like right tackle.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, it'd be the kid from Miami, correct?
Yeah, it could be, but I would also look at it like they need too much so that if you are trading the pick, you're going to be able to get a few things. You need help on defense. I guess the secondary is not what we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, but I guess what I'm saying is if you're going to be building around Jackson Dart, then you need to build around Jackson Dart first. So it's either offensive tackle for Jackson Dart or another stud wide receiver for Jackson Dart. So I'm asking you, which one would you think you would prefer? Should they go for the number one receiver out there or the number one right tackle out there or the Jeremiah Love guy?
I would not go Jeremiah Love. I cannot I cannot draft a running back that high again and then not value him, right?
But what I'm saying is he didn't have the quarterback.
No, I get it.
If you got the quarterback,
understand.
then you go get that guy. But then I think for every Bijan Robinson, we're looking at the guy from what's the guy out there, out there in Vegas. Didn't work out.
Ashton Genty?
Yeah, it didn't work out really so far.
Yeah,
for
I
him.
would not be taking a running back that high. I can't do it.
I mean, Jeremiah Love is ranked number 3.
I understand that. Let somebody else take him. If it's Francis Mwaga, the Miami kid you were talking about,
yeah.
Okay, I'm either going right tackle or I'm going special talent at receiver. That I have 2 guys in Neighbors and
so Carnell Tate.
Is it Denzel Boston? He's really good from Washington.
Carnell Tate. But you're going to be up high, so I
don't know if Tate's that good.
You can take the first receiver off the board.
But the point is, I can trade down and get a couple of these things.
Yeah,
if I
mean,
have
you can
that
have
pick.
17. You can have 17. You can probably get 17 or something like that.
Well, if I have that first pick.
The Jets to move up there. The Jets will probably have to give you their two first round draft. Man, to move up 2 spots, I don't know if I'm giving up 2 first round draft picks, brother. I'm not swapping 2 first round.
Well, it depends how you feel about the quarterback.
Man,
it depends how you feel about it. Like, put it
I'm
this
only
way,
moving I'm only moving up 1 spot.
If I'm losing to the Raiders, okay, and the Raiders are the guys that think about the magnitude of this game. Think about this. Like, you can't tell me that definitively the Giants have their guy yet. And so with that being the case, you have 2 teams that are literally battling for the number 1 pick this week. And the Giants have a chance to solidify it where they have blown it in years past. Last year, they've blown it several years ago, the Chase Young draft. You could say what you want about Chase Young. The point is they would have been in position to do a few different things, right? They don't necessarily winning this game, the whole culture crap and about how the Giants have to try to win as much as possible. Bart, they need better players. Like, even at the things that you would call their strengths, right now we would call their strength their defensive line, right? That's probably about it.
Yeah.
Outside of that, they need players all over the place. All over the place. So let's just focus on that for a minute and understand that I can be in the position of taking the best player possible if I drop down a little bit and get more of them.
Yeah, I just don't know if do you think it's any quarterback?
What about
in this
Caleb
draft?
Downs? What about the safety? Like, the Giants could use a guy like Caleb Downs to be a top 5, top 3 safety in the league for a long time.
What about Orville Reese?
You going to go and take another guy for pass rush?
No, he's an inside linebacker who can play.
He's a linebacker, but he's a pass rush guy too.
Yeah, he's Michael Parsons, really. And they already got the first Michael Parsons, or the next Michael Parsons. They might as well get the other Michael Parsons.
Here's the point. You got a lot of room with which to work if you have the first pick. If you don't, I don't know what you definitively have. I don't know what you have. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like the value between number 1 and number 2 is incredibly different this year because somebody is going to want to talk themselves into Mendoza.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let somebody else do that. That's all I'm saying.
It's crazy. It's like, for me, it's like, where does these guys that we thought was so good end up? Remember, it was guys that we thought was good.
At the beginning of the year?
Yeah, Nussmeier. Like,
they all had terrible years. Nussmeier got hurt at one point.
Yeah, but he's got hurt. But how do we assess them? As far as they're going to get drafted, if you believed in them and had high value on them the year before, how can you just give up on them because they had a bad year?
Well, then maybe I'll treat them differently later on in the draft.
In the process. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, could one of those guys be what we thought they were?
I think.
Like, who was your top guy before the season started? Who would you believe was going to be the best?
It probably would have been the same guy for everybody with Arch. I mean, I thought it was.
Okay, other than Arch.
A little early on that, just because he
Arch.
hadn't played very much.
Right, other than Arch. Who was the guy?
Nussmeier would have been my guy.
And that's LSU, right?
Yeah.
And then you got the guy, Kalnick?
Cade Klubnik at Clemson.
And then we had the Penn State guy.
Drew Aller, who got hurt, and he was done for the year.
Right. So, like, if you had a high value of Drew Aller and
I
can
personally
draft
did
him,
not, but that was just me.
But I'm saying then you can draft him just because you didn't see him. People forget about what he was and who he was before he got hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Listen, all I want is options. All I want is choices. And when I'm a bad football team, which they are undeniably bad, I want choices, and I can't come out of all of this with just another second or third overall pick. I need to make my next regime have as many options as they need, whether it's I don't believe in Dart, and I want somebody else for what we're going to do here offensively, and I think that Mendoza is a star, then they roll with that. Or we do believe we have Dart. We want to build around that. Okay, that's great. Let's see you then in turn make sure that somebody else who gets fooled into or talks themselves into Mendoza then gives you the boatload for it. I just – how many times can you go through this pain of these bad seasons and not end up with the number one pick because you just win these meaningless games at the end of the year, because you beat Indianapolis at the end of the year, because you beat Washington at the end of the year?
I mean, I don't know how these two teams build their way out of this.
Yeah.
And, we'll know more when it comes to free agency. But, definitely want to know how they're going to build it from this standpoint of how they're going to build it from standpoint of picking the right players, man, because they got the picks and they have the flexibility, and I think the Giants can get more flexibility. But, man, who's picking these guys, man?
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. In moments, it is part 2 of Sideline to Sideline, including a Super Bowl contender that we never thought was going to be in that sentence. It's next on ESPN New York.
Listen up, football fans. It's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
1-877-CARS for kids. KARS Cars for kids.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2025.
Donate your car today. 1-877-CARS for kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877-CARS for kids. KARS Cars for kids. 1-877-CARS for kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2025. Last chance! Donate now for a 2025 tax deduction.
The holidays are here, and Amazon Pickup is your MVP of package pickup. Need that perfect gift like a brand new jersey for the big game? With Amazon Pickup, you can grab your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule at no extra cost. It's fast, it's easy, and it keeps your holiday surprises tucked safely away. So whether you're running from work or heading to the holiday party, Amazon Pickup makes holiday shopping worry-free. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
When equipment breaks down and operations come to a halt,
Every single second counts. So why is your maintenance team spending 60% of their time doing anything but turning wrenches? MaintainX is the AI-powered maintenance and asset management system that helps your team get back to actually fixing breakdowns. No more searching for manuals. No more hunting down parts. No more drowning in paperwork. With MaintainX, your team can access manuals from anywhere, create new procedures in minutes, and turn voice notes into clear and complete work order feedback. What used to take hours now only takes minutes. Keep your operations moving, not your paperwork. Join over 11,000 maintenance teams that are already fixing more and filing less. Try MaintainX for free today. Go to maintainx.com/AI. That's maintain in the letter x.com/AI.
Out here, pets are always by your side, watching the herd, running fence lines, or asleep at your feet. Pets are some of our favorite customers. When you bring them along to Tractor Supply, we'll always have a treat waiting. And with our price match guarantee, you'll always get the best price on their favorite food, toys, treats they love, and pet meds to keep them healthy. Tractor Supply, for pets out here.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same day funding. That's right, pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
See, it's a little country Christmas, Bart. Little country Christmas.
I never heard this one. It's
Neither
Mariah?
have I, actually. Who is this?
Faith Hill.
Faith Hill. Faith Hill. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. All right, let's go. Part 2, sideline to sideline, hit.
It's going to happen.
This is Sideline to Sideline. Go. With Bart and Carlin. Panthers 23, Buccaneers 20.
I tell you what, the Buccaneers stink.
It's crazy,
you can
man.
Have the Tampa Bay, huh?
It's crazy because they have everybody back. This was like with all these games Baker Mayfield was pulling out early in the season. We thought, oh, here we go. They back. Nope.
Yeah, but you know what? Tampa Bay has done such an awful job after they started this season, 6-1 to begin the year? If I'm not, they're 6-2 to begin the year. And they have now, since starting the year 6-2, I got a pop-up shows up on my screen, lost 6 out of 7. They're now 7-8 overall. And this is not just the anger of somebody who bet the over at 9.5 wins, and now that's dead in the water.
You bet the over?
I bet the over at 9.5 wins on the year. I thought they were going to win 10 games. And how would I look at the schedule and not think they were going to win 10 games?
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable. And they got Miami and Carolina again left, and they're still dead. It's so bad. It is the only team they have beaten in the last 7 games is Arizona, and they beat them by a field goal. I mean, come on. And at the same time, let's give Carolina some credit.
You think about all the coaches that are having instant success. Isn't it odd, or is it odd that they're all offensive coaches?
You know,
and does that affect the way you think about hiring coaches going forward?
It affects the way I think about it if I'm in position that I need to develop a young quarterback. If I have a quarterback already and I need to hire a new coach, I don't necessarily think about it.
But tell me this.
For instance, let's just argue for a second. For instance, if Cincinnati was to fire their coach, and that's what a normal franchise might do, but that's not the Bengals, okay? But if Cincinnati were to fire their coach, I don't feel like I would need to definitively hire an offensive coach because you've got that problem solved. But if I'm a team that's firing my coach and I need to get a young quarterback or I need to develop a young quarterback, certainly that would be the way that I would be leaning. Or if I am the Giants and I'm going to hire more of a head coach, I'm making sure that whoever his offensive guy is a pretty well-regarded one and one with a history of developing quarterbacks.
So tell me this. Can you name the last defensive coach to have success?
I mean,
we talk about Harbaugh coming in and what he did.
I'm talking about Quinn last year.
I guess
Mike
McDonald.
I brought in Dan Quinn to be my coach. And who did I make sure that he brought in? He brought in somebody like Cliff Kingsbury to develop a young quarterback. Now, that quarterback got hurt this year.
McDonald?
Mike McDonald in Seattle. Now, he made the decision to just move on after year one from this quarterback and brought in a guy that at least had proven himself a little bit last year.
Because Pete Carroll is a defensive coach,
right? And that has not gone well. But he traded for a guy that he thought he could have more success with, and he was wrong. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think there's only one way to skin a cat anymore.
Right.
But I think if you are going into it with either the need to draft someone or the need to develop a young guy, you had better have the answer if you're not an offensive coach. You had better have the answer locked in as far as who that's going to be with you.
Next.
Duval. Jaguars 34, Broncos 20.
What a job. I mean, Liam Cohen's done a fantastic job with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The fact that they are 11-4. And Bart, maybe even more impressive, their plus-minus differential this season right now is fourth in the league. So it's not just 11-4 and we have a bunch of one-score wins. They're plus 98 on the season, and they've won 6 in a row. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah. And, they had a part of the season where, all teams get questioned and get challenged. Brian Thomas got benched. They didn't know what was going on. They didn't know, what they needed, and they went out and made a move, and it didn't seem like a real big move in Jacoby Myers, and, he's been a revelation for those guys.
Jacoby Myers has been fantastic, and that's why they gave him an extension the other day. And
guess who asked for Jacoby Myers? Yeah, this
you
guy.
did.
And Harold Fannin. Just imagine if they would have had Harold Fannin and Jacoby Myers. We could have won.
Well, they don't, and we don't, and here we are. Next.
Falcons 26, Cardinals 19.
Listen, Kirk Cousins actually has proven that maybe he still got a little life left in that arm.
Okay, you can have him. Next.
Steelers 29,
I got nothing.
Lions 24.
This is what you really wanted to talk about.
No, I just didn't want to talk about the Falcons and Cardinals. It's just not that I really wanted to talk
about
about
You don't want to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers maybe winning the division and beating the Detroit Lions and kicking their ass, and you want to talk about you don't want to talk about that?
No, let's ease up on kicking.
Talk
their
about
ass.
the run game, Gainwell. Listen, this has been a different Aaron Rodgers with Gainwell running and being a primary back and Warren.
Bart, Gainwell and Warren. Gainwell was probably
as a receiver
the most underrated small pickup of the offseason.
Yeah, him and
Gainwell at the end.
Him and Rico.
I think they got him at the end of camp. If I'm not mistaken.
Him and Rico Dowlings has been the two biggest. Oh man.
Yeah, he's been fantastic. The thing I would say too is let's also be fair. Yeah. I don't know how. I mean, that was a hell of a sell job by Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, no.
Come on, that was not offensive.
Yeah, it was. Listen, the problem is he didn't do it deep enough. He would have had to go a little deeper and did it. But, he ran straight into him. As a defender, it's hard because it does push your hands back because you're trying to get your momentum back to drive back. And even with that, he still stopped him short. So, I mean, outside of that, and his forward momentum was stopped. So I don't even know why. They just called it a touchdown just so they wouldn't piss the Lion people off. But his forward progress,
they ended up pissing him off more.
Right. His forward progress had been stopped, and he had been pushed back 2 steps by 2 people. So, I mean, if they really would have got into it and if it wasn't offense pass interference, they would have said his momentum was stopped and the whistle should have blown. But what I'm saying is now we're seeing the ball going down the field because now Aaron Rodgers has guys that can get open. And it's not about Metcalf. Metcalf is a one-trick pony. Let's see if you have Metcalf against Cleveland. You might not, since he wanted to grab the fan and throw a fake punch at him. You know what I'm saying? He might be down next week, and that could be something that can hurt them.
Well, Detroit right now is up against it. They are barely alive still. Barely.
They dead. They need both teams. They need Green Bay to lose their next 2 games. They ain't going to happen.
Nope. That's not going to happen. Next.
Texans 23, Raiders 21.
You know, the Raiders almost won this game.
Yeah, they did.
And if they won that game and the Giants are going in this week, how much worse would it have made it if the Giants had blown it and lost?
Yeah, because the crazy thing is, I think
won. I mean, I should say.
Yeah. The crazy thing is, I think Pete Carroll is trying to win like Levy Smith to send the Raiders off with a big F.
Yeah, exactly. All right, you want to bring me in for 1 year and that's it? Okay, screw you. I'm going to win these games.
We might do the Fumble Rooski, and we're going to do the Music City Miracle on kickoff this week, too.
Well, he's doing his best, but listen, Giants, Raiders this week, must-see TV for us. Must-see TV. 4:05. We'll see you there on Sunday afternoon. Next.
Patriots 28, Ravens 24.
Please, I'll allow you to speak on the Ravens.
It's just tough, man, because Lamar Jackson got the knee in the back of the ribs and couldn't play, and they had to go with Huntley. But being up by 11 points, you should be able to close the show out and not be able to lose the game after you're up by 11 in the fourth quarter with a second-year quarterback. That was your season going down the drain, and, they got some real questions to answer. I know they didn't have Meta BK all season, but the defense hasn't performed. Is it – statistically, you can probably say some things about it. Like, oh, look at how they've been in the last 5 games. At no point since before Lamar Jackson got hurt did you have any faith. And they were 1-5 starting this season, losing games to the Lions because Derrick Henry fumbled. He fumbled again yesterday that led to points for them when they had points on the board to get there. And it's just been one of those seasons where the way he runs, and because he's so big, the ball is always going to be at eye level, eye height for anybody that wants to punch the football out. So, it was tough to see that happening. And, this is a season where the AFC is wide open because Lamar Jackson's not there and because Patrick Mahomes isn't there. This is more pressure, I think, on Buffalo and Josh Allen. But the crazy part is Josh Allen and the Bills aren't the most complete team, not even close, even though they have the best quarterback.
No, that's the thing. They're not even remotely close to being the most complete team, but that guy makes up for most of it. That's what's amazing about it. And then tonight you've got San Francisco and Indianapolis. Obviously, that is a game that both of these teams need at this point. The Colts sitting at 8-6 right now. They are in the 8th spot. For the playoffs. They are a game behind the Texans, so they need this in the worst way. And the 49ers at 10-4 need it. They are in the 6th spot in the NFC right now. It's Bart Carlin, ESPN, in ESPN New York. In just moments, we finish with you on the phones at 800-919-3776. Plus, Bart, there's one guy I've just enough. I've had enough. I can't anymore. I just can't. ESPN New York.
There's a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. During the More to Move You event, lease a new 2025 Mazda CX-5 2.5S all-wheel drive for $229 for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN S077553, MSRP $30,920. Zero security deposit. Ends 1/2/26.
Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian is always in pursuit of a better way to heal the spine. We're getting more people moving again with minimally invasive, non-surgical, and surgical treatments with innovative solutions for every back and spine condition and your unique needs. Expert spine care is available now across New York City and Westchester. Find a doctor at nyp.org/oxspine. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Mornings with DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Got a full fresh batch of Ativan.
I think it's the only reason he travels, so he can drug himself.
Well, it's the only reason I'm able to travel. Otherwise, I have panic attacks. I can't handle them.
I can't wait till the Giants win. You're eating those things, and then all of a sudden it's Wolf of Wall Street and you're crawling around.
Come on, stand up. Okay, walking's out. Think, what else is there? Yes, I can crawl.
DiPietro and Rothenberg. Morning 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Discover a driving experience crafted to inspire. At Garden City Mazda, exceptional design and sophisticated performance come together. During the Mazda More to Move You sales event, lease the 2025 Mazda CX-5 for $229 a month for 33 months. Or the 2025 Mazda CX-50 for $239 a month for 33 months. Both with $49.95 due at signing. It's the Mazda More to Move You sales event at Garden City Mazda. At Garden City Mazda, expect the exceptional.
This college football moment is brought to you by Serve Pro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. Like on October 2nd, 1993, when the University of California faced a 30-0 halftime deficit to Oregon. Cal went on a remarkable 42-11 run in the second half to capture a 42-41 victory, one of the largest comebacks in college football history.
Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown!
Yes! Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
The city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports. ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. Hey, who is in for K coming up in a few minutes, Tommy?
That'll be Jake Asman.
Jake Asman. Heard the Assman on this morning.
His name's Assman. Hey, beat it.
I heard him on this morning with Rick and Dave. I got two things for you.
Yep.
Number one, Snoop will be a game analyst on Peacock for Clippers Warriors.
They do this
week.
every once in a while. Everybody loves Snoop. I think he was singing some R&B like not too long ago. Like, I don't know. Uncle Snoop is crossed over. It took him, he's in his 50s, but, it started with the Martha Stewart stuff, but now everybody likes to see, and I think people are enamored with, his, it's like how people are with Marshawn Lynch. They just like that. It's so quirky, so different, and they got these sayings because they're from where they're from. That people like to hear him say, "Oh man, look at him, he's smoothing and grooving." They talking like he Magic Don Juan, the pimp. You know what I'm saying? So I guess
I don't know that Snoop is an analyst for this will ever top Snoop as an analyst for the Planet Earth stuff he did for Jimmy Kimmel in the Animal Kingdom.
Yeah. Snap! They go eat
show
that.
him videos of snakes pulling up on a muskrat and stuff like that.
Right. Man, he just slipped up in that thing, man. You just going to eat him? Oh, snap. Snappy crackle.
Well, listen, I love Snoop. I have no problem with it, and I will flip it on to pay attention to it. Number two, I'm so done. I am watching the college football playoffs the other day, and we can scream and yell all you want about Tulane, and we can scream and yell all you want about James Madison. Fine. Okay. You want to blame somebody, blame the ACC, because the ACC stunk so bad that they let Duke get into the championship game and win the championship game. That second team would not have been in had it not been for that, so blame the ACC.
JMU didn't deserve their time to shine?
JMU, I mean, listen, they put up 500 yards of offense and 34 points. They just couldn't stop Oregon to save their lives. That's all.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's not my issue. I am enjoying the hell out of the other day, Miami, Texas A&M. What a game. And for a 3-3 game, for the most part, it's hard to sit there and enjoy that for what it was, but I was easily able to do that. And Miami scores late with their best player, Malachi Corley, who had fumbled earlier in the game.
Yeah.
It was a satisfactory win for Miami, and I am no Miami fan. Michael Irvin, go home. I don't need you.
No,
I do not need the playmaker anymore. Bart, it's 30 years ago. Your time has come and gone. Stay away from these kids and stop grabbing all the microphone and stop grabbing all the attention. Nobody cares anymore, Michael Irvin. Nobody cares anymore.
He loves that school so much. He's there way more. He don't care about Dallas. He cares about that. He's there helping those kids, and he's there at practice with those kids. It's not like he's just, like, popping up to be there. Like, I think
But he's making it about himself.
Yeah, I think
he's making the whole thing about himself.
He just has that person. Coach Lord there. He's so hyped. He just can't help himself, man. I get it. It can be annoying.
Stay away from the coach when he's doing his post-game interview.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that.
You don't have to go and hype him up in the middle of that. You are chewing on the scenery.
Yeah.
I mean, you are so damn thirsty around this. Dear God, stop.
He's Diddy. He's the producer, all dancing in the videos.
Exactly.
Every step
let's not compare him to Diddy, but that's like that same kind of thing. Yes.
Like, bro, it's my record, man. Get off my record.
Yes.
I get it. I get it. Like, I mean, but he didn't go. He shouldn't have said nothing about it. But we've seen players come up there and say something when other players are doing something. Yeah, baby, that's my dog. That's what we're talking. And he didn't do too much. He's like, yeah, coach, how we doing?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. On the sideline, they made sure to get a camera on him with the fans after the game where he kept taking a belt to the Texas A&M jersey. Like, dude, you won 10-3. Settle down.
Belt the ass. But I tell you what, like, you can tell, like, he over there and Andre Johnson and I think it was Clinton Porter and Willis, they looking like, come on, man. Unc grabbing him, putting his hands on him. Unc sweating. Unc that
was your drunk uncle at the Christmas party.
Yes,
that's who that was.
That's who he is. He the hyphy uncle. Like, bro, calm your ass down, bro.
Bart's got something for us from Samuel. We'll finish on a call or two at 800-919-3776 after this from Bartholomew. What do you got?
Yeah, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out here tailgating, cheering on every team and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatic, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch could feel like a challenge. You don't have to live that way. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication, just precise, non-image guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that is customized for you. Same-day or next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close, so you don't have to feel the pain keep you off the sidelines or let it keep you off the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com, call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Jose in Connecticut up next, ESPN New York. Jose, what's up, baby?
Hey, what's up, guys? Man, just two things quickly. First, this is the whole drafting Mendoza instead of Dart is dumb. This is why people like Tannenbaum don't have a job, because these guys want to do dumb things to prove that they're smarter than everybody else instead of doing the right thing, right? This is why they always get fired. And number two, I get we want a higher pick, but like at the cost of what? I'd rather have Dart and the defense show they can win some games and play
That's
well.
Not gonna mean a damn thing. You know what you need?
Say
better
that,
players.
But then if
you need better players. You need better players.
For what? One pick? Like you want?
No, the point is, if you have the number one overall pick in a draft where there might only be one quarterback, you can go and trade away that pick and get a boatload in return.
Jose, what he's saying is you're able to get a high-end prospect that is also cheap that you're going to have under control for 5 years. So if you trade the first-round draft pick, you can get probably 2 ones from Cleveland, 2 ones from the Jets. That means you can get a receiver and a right tackle that's going to make Jackson Dart even better.
Yes!
So it's the quality of prospect that you get simply if you just lose one game. In the grand scheme of things, we'll never remember that game that they won late in the season. And the only reason we will remember that is because who they could have picked is going to turn out to be a star. That's what we're saying.
I am not saying that Jackson Dart is not the guy. But
no,
you can't tell me he is either.
I'm just saying either way. I'm saying even with this, why would you want to lose? Because you want to be able to get 2 first-round draft picks so that you can get 2 quality players that you think are going to be front-end starters / Pro Bowlers, maybe even a generational player if you have 2 picks within the top 15. That's all simply what we're saying. The Giants need talent. They have Dart, but they don't have enough talent around them. This isn't a talented roster, and you want to be able to have a lot of young, talented, controllable talent because then what you don't get, you can go get in free agency because your team becomes cheaper and cheaper. You have your starting quarterback's cheap. Then you're going to have your starting maybe right tackle cheap. And then you could have another – you got a cheap pass rusher already. You can go out and get the cheapest Caleb Downs, right? So now you mess around. Now you got 2 cheap players where you could have only got 1. But simply because you lost 1 game to the Raiders, you're able to afford to get that pick, to get the assets that you need to get better.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. Jake Asman is up next in 4K.
Hey, Beavis, you said Asman.
On ESPN New York.
Thursday with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Could Aaron Glenn
Hey, New York and New Jersey. Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever.